Hello, good evening. This is Over and Over and Over Again. I'm Richard and this is Paula, and we are going to be ready for this Watchalong. England against the USA is, of course, the European champions against the world champions. Probably the biggest test of Serena's England career so far. Of course, unbeaten after 20 games in charge. So this is going to be a great game. We are going to bring you all the coverage coming up the other side of this. So it's England against America. Of course, the last time we faced America was in the semi-final of the World Cup 2019. We know what happened there. They, of course, beat us 2-1, didn't they, that particular day? A late penalty miss from Steph Houghton, of course, could have taken that game to extra time. But looking for revenge tonight. I think we're a better team than we were then. And I'm not sure if they're quite a strong America, actually. Obviously, a lot of different faces in their team. Megan Rapinoe is still there. Now, we've got the England lineup for you. Not really too many surprises, bearing in mind the injuries that we've had. Very similar to the side that, of course, won the Euros a couple of months ago. So it's Mary Earps in goal. The back four, Lucy Bronze, Millie Bright. Alex Greenwood comes in to replace the injured captain, Leah Williamson. And Rachel Daly is at left back, although, of course, she can play up front, but she's not tonight. The three in midfield then, Kira Walsh, Georgia Stanway and Fran Kirby, which was, of course, the three that played in the final. And up front then, the front three tonight is Chloe Kelly, who scored that winning goal, of course, Beth Mead, the top scorer and player of the tournament, and Lauren Hemp. So despite one or two injuries, it's still a very, very strong England side. And we know how good they can be on their day. On the bench then for England, the two goalkeepers, Ellie Roebuck and Sandy MacGyver. Then it's Demi Stokes, Jess Carter, Lotta Wooben-Moy, Esme Morgan, Ella Toone, Katie Zellum, Nikita Paris, Jess Park, Lauren James, and Ebony Salmon, who of course plays in America, so she'll know these players very well. The USA team then, for me personally, a few unfamiliar names. In goal, it's Alicia Anaya. Then they've got Alana Cook, Emily Fox, Sophia Hurtin, Naomi Germer, Lindsay Horan, who's the captain, Rose Lavelle, Andy Sullivan, Sophia Smith, Trinity Rodman, and of course, as we mentioned, Megan Rapinoe, who's actually 37. I thought she'd retired, but she's still playing and she's in the team tonight. So we'll see how she gets on. And yeah, that's the lineups then for this big game. We've got Ava in the chat there, says can't wait. Yeah, we can't wait either. Not long now. It's only 5 minutes or so to kick off. The teams are in the tunnel. And we've got a new member to the channel as well, Robert. How you doing, Robert? Thank you very much for becoming a member. I hope you'll enjoy what we do here on the channel tonight. Of course, it is the England Lionesses' turn. There's no domestic football. There's no Arsenal women, of course, playing until next weekend. But this is a big game. You know, it might only be a friendly in name, but it's never a friendly against America, is it? We have to beat them. It'll be a really good marker for us as well. As Serena said yesterday in a press conference, to show exactly where we are. You know, we are European champions, but America are world champions. They've won it 4 times. They are the team to beat. And we've got an opportunity tonight to really show ahead of the World Cup, obviously next year, exactly where we are. The teams are coming out. England are going to be in their white kit, not this lovely orange one that we're wearing. They've only ever won that twice, I think, since they brought it out. Anyway, they are wearing the white kit tonight, of course. Back at Wembley, where, of course, the last time we played here, the trophy's on display. That, of course, Leah Williamson went up to lift following that extra time victory over Germany. Not quite as much at stake tonight, of course. Not quite as tense as it was that particular day. Good to see Leah Williamson there in the crowd applauding and cheering on her team. She's got some crushes with her, which is a bit worrying. Let's hope this injury that she's got isn't actually too bad, because with Rafaela Souza out, from an Arsenal perspective, it's not looking good if Leah's out as well for any length of time, but we'll see. Hopefully, it's just a precaution. She'll be fine to play in the next couple of weeks. But we're just going to be going through the national anthems now. Megan Rapinoe with her pink hair tonight. In the side, it's of course the American anthem is first. Very familiar, I'm sure, to most of you.
Millie Bright's captain.
Yeah, Millie Bright's captain. Yeah. you've got to expect her to be. She's vice captain. So, what would be your score prediction?
Oh, I want us to win, obviously. I think it's going to be a hard game, but I'm going to go 3-2 England.
Oh wow, a few goals in. 3-2,
yes,
3-2
I want some
nice.
goals tonight.
Yeah, I think we can win. So I don't think it's as a strong American team as we've seen previously, but that might just be because I don't recognise all the names. They all play in America.
They've got to be good.
Apart from there's only one, Lindsay Horan, a captain, of course, who does play for Lyon, who Arsenal will be facing in a week or so in the Champions League. So she's the only one that actually plays in Europe. We know what a good player she is. But other than that, one or two names, obviously Rapinoe, we know, of course, Rose Lavelle as well, we remember from the World Cup. But a lot of them are, unknowns in a lot of ways. So it'd be interesting to see how this American team get on. But it's all about their Lionesses tonight, isn't it? See if we can reproduce the sort of performances that we showed. Of course, it is now our national anthem.
Oh, that sounds so weird saying King, doesn't it? That's so weird.
Leah's mum there next to her. She's a character as well, isn't she? Leah Williamson's mum. And we've got Deepak in the chat. Says, hello from a Liverpool fan. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Let's have a look. On which channel can I watch the match? It depends on whereabouts in the world you are. In England, it's on ITV, on national TV. I don't know where it might be for you guys, where you are. I'm not sure. Terry says, hello, Mrs. B in the house. He says, England win tonight now. Yeah, let's hope so. Terry's gone 4-2. 4-2 us.
Always got one extra than me.
No, 4-2 is fine.
Come on.
I think England will win because I think we've got momentum with us. We're at home. It's a big crowd at Wembley. I think it's going to be tight and close. I'm going to go. We don't concede that many goals, do we? Actually, I think I'll go 2-1, like it was in the final. 2-1. I'll go 2-1, and I think we will win. I hope so. Anyway, yes, we're missing one or two big players, as we know. Lisa Russo, a big miss, isn't she? Even if she might not have started coming off the bench, and of course, Captain Leah is a massive miss, isn't she? But we're pretty strong defensively anyway, aren't we? Alex Greenwood's a great player, and I'm sure she'll come in and do a great job alongside Millie Bright. So yes, it's a big loss, but I'm not particularly thinking it's going to affect this game too much. I think we're still strong. I'm just a little bit concerned about the forward area. Without Russo had such a big impact in the finals, didn't she? So, but it looks like Beth Mead. Yeah, it looks like Beth Mead might be playing sort of through the centre actually, and maybe Chloe Kelly on the right, Lauren Hemp on the left. But all three of them can be quite interchangeable anyway, so we might see them mix their positions around as the game goes on. But I think Beth may well be starting through the middle. Serena kind of hinted at that yesterday when she was in the press conference with Beth. And of course, they're doing a little thing now about obviously the abuse happened to the players in America, and they're doing a support for that. They've got a banner saying "Protect the Players," which of course is massively important. Beth Mead spoke well about that yesterday as well. And yeah, it's going to be something that they're obviously very passionate about. So yeah, they're just coming together, and the two captains there, Millie Bright and Lindsay Horan. Deepak says they're excited for Liverpool versus Arsenal this weekend. Well, of course, yeah, we're top of the league. I'm very excited about it. Obviously, hoping it's going to be a good game. I'm sure it's a big test for Arsenal, isn't it? If we can win, I think it puts down a real big marker, doesn't it, to say how strong we are this season and what we can achieve. But we'll see what happens. Let's watch this game first, and then we'll worry about what may or may not happen. Obviously, at the weekend on Sunday, we'll be covering that game as well. John's in the chat doing. John, good to see you again, my friend. He says, "Hi, Richard, and your missus." Yeah, thank you very much. Looking forward to this game. Actually, I think it'll be good. England are, on a real high at the minute. English women's football is on a real high, and this will be a real great opportunity, won't it, to show that next summer's World Cup we're going to be contenders, and this will give us a real opportunity, won't it, to see exactly how far we may be able to go, because America are the champions of the world, aren't they? They are the team to beat. There's no doubt about that. I just feel as though we're maybe in a slightly better place at this moment in time, and it's our game here to win, isn't it? So we'll see what happens. Terry says there, evening, John. Good to see you back. Indeed, it is. It's good to see John back. Obviously, he was in the chat last night for the Arsenal game in the Europa League, which was another good win for Arsenal, wasn't it? But let's hope the Lionesses can produce a really good performance tonight. I'm confident they will. We know how good this team are. We saw that in the summer, didn't we? Even when things looked to be going against us, we always seem to find a way, didn't we, to win games. And this team believe they can beat anybody. And, well, they don't come any bigger than America, do they? And it'd be nice to get our revenge after that semi-final defeat at the last World Cup, wouldn't it? Not that it's going to mean quite as much tonight. It will mean more if we can beat them in the World Cup next summer, if we get the opportunity to play them. But we'll see what happens. But again, it is a very strong England team, isn't it? You know, despite one or two players missing, it is a very, very good, very strong England team. It's going to be a minute's silence actually now. I'm not quite sure what that's to do with, possibly the stuff in America. And there we go. Ready for kick-off at Wembley tonight. Is going to be good. We've got Nick Nack in the chat there. Good evening, or good evening to yourself. Hope you're well. It's a bit with a draw tonight. We're playing the best team on the planet. Let's not forget. No, you're right. They are. But I just feel as though we're maybe in a slightly better place at this moment in time. You know, but we'll see. We have got one or two big players missing, as we said. Deepak says they're seeing you guys feel so much of a positive energy. I hope so. Hopefully the Lionesses can feel the positive energy and win as well. We shall see. Terry says, come on England. Indeed, come on England.
Oh, yeah,
and we've got Dina there says, where can I watch the game online? I'm not sure. It's on ITV in the UK. So if you can get access to that, you can watch it. Otherwise, I really don't know. I'm sorry, but the players are taking the knee as well before the game. Of course, this is still going in the women's game, not so much in the men's game at this moment in time, but the women have just done that now. So we are going to get ready for kick-off. England all in white, the Americans all in blue, and it's America to kick off, attacking the goal to the right in this first half. We were going to kick off, and then for some reason they didn't start the game. She blew the whistle, the referee, and we didn't quite get going. But we have now, and it's Megan Rapinoe on the ball, plays it up this near side straight away, but it was Rachel Daly in, and suddenly England are straight on the ball with the hero of the Euro final, of course, Chloe Kelly, plays the ball back to Kira Walsh, who, of course, was the player of the match in that final, wasn't she? And I'm sure she's going to be another player to be key for England tonight. There's no doubt about that. Lucy Brosnan over on that far side, of course, just moved to Barcelona. Interesting to see how she gets on there. Of course, the Champions League starting next week, isn't it? I know the week after, sorry. So luckily we missed Barcelona this time, didn't we, in the draw? But we may well meet them later on, perhaps. But we'll see. Nick Nack says if the Lionesses can get the win, that would be brilliant. It would be a real good sign, wouldn't it? LJ there says, are you in the UK to Dina? Because it is on ITV. Yeah, in the UK it is, yeah. I don't know whether the ITV hub's available elsewhere in the world, actually. But anyway, that's where it is. It's on ITV in England. And America are coming forward now over on that far side. There's a little bit of space here, actually. The first opportunity for the Americans. A shot comes in at the near post. Good save for Mary Earps. It was a good run there, actually, from Sophia Smith. She had too much space, actually, there over on that far side. I don't know where Lucy Bronze was. She was caught out of position there, but that wasn't a great finish from the American there. It went straight into the arms of Mary Earps, who had a fantastic Euros tournament, didn't she? The England goalkeeper made some crucial saves, especially in that semi-final against Sweden when we were under the cosh early on. She made a couple of good saves in that game and in the final as well. And she certainly established herself as the number one, which is really good. LJ the chat says there, I'm not sure about this lineup. No Russo, no Ella, no Williamson. No, I mean, players are missing, but this is good for some of the squad players to come in and see if they can do a job.
Ella's on the bench.
Nick Nack says there, a tough angle to score from. A keeper was always favourite. Yeah, it was a tough angle to score from. He maybe drill it across the goal. I'm glad she didn't know. Deepak says, hello guys, you can watch it free live on YouTube on USWNT fan club channel. Oh, there you go. That's where you can watch it from, in the USWNT fan club channel on YouTube. It's on there apparently. But stay with us as well, and you know, you can watch the game and watch us as well. A long ball there from the Americans coming forward again. They've looked quite dangerous early on in this game, but England now in possession. Lucy Bronze finds Kira Walsh, plays it back to Millie Bright. It goes all the way back to goalkeeper Mary Earps. But America have started this game pretty well, actually. They have started. They've been the better team in these opening 2.5 minutes. England haven't really settled yet, actually. Lucy Bronze now coming forward over on that far side, battling with Megan Rapinoe. That could be a key battle in this game tonight. And now Beth Mead's on the ball, coming forward for England. Beth Mead, this is England's first attack. Oh, she tried to find Chloe Kelly on this near side. Chloe Kelly on the left, actually. Looks like Beth Mead's on the right. Possibly Lauren Hemp through the middle, actually, at the start of this game. That was a long ball over the top. A little bit of confusion at the back. Alex Greenwood there put herself under a little bit of pressure, but
what happened?
But she got away with it, and I think it was Smith again, actually. She's looked quite dangerous, Sophia Smith, for America. She's putting Mary Earps under pressure again. And now England do get it out to Lucy Bronze. Now she finds Kira Walsh. That's a good ball out that far side to Beth Mead again. Got on the ball for the first time a minute ago. Almost created an opportunity for Chloe Kelly, who's on this left-hand side. Kira Walsh now in possession, plays it back to Alex Greenwood, who was almost caught out in possession there just a moment ago by Smith inside the penalty area, but she did do well in the end. She's got the ball again. The Manchester City defender plays it to captain for the night, Millie Bright. Great Euro tournament from her as well, wasn't it? Absolutely solid at the back, her and Leah. Of course, she's going to have to cope without Leah tonight, who's up in the stands with her crutches. Let's hope she's back playing very, very soon. Nick Nack says their USA aren't full strength. No, they don't seem to be. A lot of unknown names, really, certainly as far as I can see. But they've had a good start. But England now starting to settle a little bit. Kira Walsh on the ball. We need to get her on the ball in midfield, don't we, to dictate the tempo of this game. Now Lucy Bronze over on that far side. England's right. That wasn't a good ball, actually. Georgia Stanway's done really, really well. Now, of course, at Bayern Munich, she's going a long way. She's going to try a shot like she did against Spain. Instead, Beth Mead gets a shot away straight at the goalkeeper, though. Really good run that was from Georgia Stanway. It
was really good.
Got hints of the goal that she scored against Spain there. She had a great run, but she didn't hit a shot this time. She played it out to that far side to Beth Mead, and Beth Mead did hit a shot. And Beth Mead's shot was just a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, but we know how lethal she can be when she gets into the penalty area. Beth, top scorer, of course, at the Euros, scored 14 goals for Arsenal last season, already got 3 this season as well, in really, really good form. And let's hope that she can get a goal here tonight at Wembley. Nick Nack says there, good play. Stanway broke through really well. No, she did, yeah. Stanway's a great player, isn't she? So she just got to Germany at Bayern Munich. I'm sure she's going to have a good season there. Of course, they're in the Champions League as well, aren't they? And I say there's only one American player in Europe, actually. I say it's a captain, Lindsay Horan, who will be facing against Leon very, very soon. So, yeah, Stanway, yeah. No, we knew what you meant. Stanway, we got it. But Alex Greenwood there, just showed a replay of her almost getting caught out there inside the penalty area. She took the ball away from goalkeeper Mary Earps, and if Sophia Smith had managed to get the ball off her, then she would have had a simple tap-in. But America, very aggressive start to this game. It's Smith again over on that far side. She's looking very lively, has to be said. She plays the ball back inside at the penalty area. Oh, good defensive play there from Georgia Stanway. Brilliant tackle, and that's a good ball forward as well. Fran Kirby, the first time she's really had an opportunity on the ball. The Chelsea midfield player. She's had a good start to the season as well. She's scored 3 goals already. Kira Walsh now, another player who, of course, has gone to Barcelona this summer. And Kira Walsh is back in possession inside the centre circle, finds Alex Greenwood. America's definitely been the better team. That's a poor ball, though, from Greenwood. Daly had no chance of keeping that in, and it has gone out for a throw to America. Sometimes, though, in England, we noticed this before in some of the games. We started slowly in the semi-final of the Euros against Sweden, and we settled into the game and ended up winning comfortably. We did it 1 or 2 games in the Euros, didn't we? So I'm not getting too concerned at the moment. But America have definitely started the stronger. They're aggressive. They're closing us down very high up the pitch. They're pressing, and they've definitely been the better team. Fran Kirby there is just pressed into a mistake, and it's going to be a throw to America on this near side, which is going to be taken by Sophia Herta. She gets the ball back again. The American, and it is the USA in possession again. That's a long ball forward up this near side, but Alex Greenwood's there and manages to win a throw actually off Sophia Smith, who's definitely been America's most lively forward player in these opening 7 minutes. But England did have that opportunity with Beth Mead, an early shot. So obviously we're going to pose a threat when we can get the ball forward. We just haven't had the opportunity to get it forward enough yet. because of the pressing that America are doing very high up the pitch. You can see, you know, it's a friendly only in name, this game, isn't it? Both teams are desperate to win this game. You know, and America are clearly up for this. They haven't come to Wembley just for the day out. They've come to win this game, and they're certainly playing well at the moment. But England have started to settle a little bit more, but America are in possession at the moment. Good play there from Frank Kirby, battling there in midfield, but America do pick up the ball again. That ball was played forward. They're winning everything at the moment. The Americans are coming forward again down this near side with Rose Lavelle. That's a cross, comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. A good defensive header from Lucy Bronze, actually gets it away, and Beth Mead forces America back into their own half. That was really good play, actually, from Beth Mead, and a good defensive header from Lucy Bronze. But England are under a little bit of pressure. We've played 8 minutes, and it's been 8 minutes of largely American pressure. That's a long ball played forward, but that's going to run through to Mary Earth. But this was very like that semi-final against Sweden, wasn't it? You know, we could have been 2 or 3 down in the first 15 minutes that night. We weathered the storm, grew into the game, and ended up winning. So let's hope we can do a similar thing tonight. But America are really pressing us high up the pitch. We find it difficult to get out. Alex Greenwood just on the edge of the England penalty area, plays it to Rachel Daly. A little bit of a loose touch from Daly. Of course, she played in America for a long time, didn't she, for Houston Dash, so she'll know a lot of these players, of course. I'm sure she'll be wanting to win, but she's had a great start to the season back in the WSL at Aston Villa, hasn't she? She's got 3 goals as well in the first couple of WSL games, including a couple against Manchester City, of course, in that opening day victory that they gave. Lucy Bronze, that's a good ball forward. Georgia Stanway out the far side. Beth Mead. This is where England can be dangerous. Beth Mead whips the ball into the penalty area towards Lauren Hemp. She's going to score. Yes, she does. Lauren Hemp scored.
Yes.
England get the goal against a run of play. It has to be said. It doesn't matter. Beth Mead with the assist, as she usually does. And it was Lauren Hemp. Not great defending from America, it has to be said. But it doesn't matter. We'll take that. The ball fell inside the penalty area to Lauren Hemp. She's tucked it away. Lauren Hemp has scored. And England lead with our first real attack, actually. And it was Beth Mead again with the assist. A great start for England. We've been under pressure. It doesn't matter. I said we look dangerous when we can get forward. We did get forward. Georgia Stanway was at the heart of that move. It was a brilliant ball up the line to Beth Mead. A lovely ball into the penalty. A curled around the defender. It was missed. And then Lauren Hemp was there. She doesn't miss those opportunities. The American defender there at full stretch couldn't get anything on the ball. Not enough. And Lauren Hemp was there and tucked it away past goalkeeper Alyssa Neuer, and it is 1-0 to the Lionesses. What a great start this has been.
Lasses.
Tucked it away. A little bit fortunate finish, actually. She didn't really get hold of it too well, Lauren Hemp. She scuffed it a little bit, and it was Cook, Alana Cook it was, who the defender couldn't quite get there. Lauren Hemp tucked it away, and England now with their tails up coming forward again. Good play in midfield from Kira Walsh. Brilliant play, actually, from Kira Walsh. England now looking really good. Now Chloe Kelly on this near side. The goal scoring hero of the final cuts in. Is it a good run? Oh, it was a good run from Lauren Hemp. Really good run, but she couldn't get there. Goalkeeper Neuer's got there that time. Terry says, "Get in there, indeed."
Exactly, get in there.
Super stuff. Well done, England. It was a really good counter attack, wasn't it? Down that far side, Beth Mead, of course, at the heart of it. She's at the heart of everything, isn't she? England's Player of the Year, of course. Just voted very recently. LJ says, "Get in." Get up there, indeed. It was a great move from England. I say maybe slightly fortunate the fact the defender missed it, and then I don't think Lauren Hemp got hold of the shot particularly cleanly, but it doesn't matter. If it goes in, it's a great goal. Chloe Kelly plays that ball forward to Frank Kirby. Can she get there? She does. She manages to force it on here to the near side. Lauren Hemp's got the ball now on this left-hand side. Drills across towards the edge of the penalty area, but it's cleared away. This is much better from England now. We've settled into this game. The goal's given us a lot of confidence, and it's just all England now. After that rather shaky start. And Nick Nack says their defender probably should have dealt with it, but Lauren couldn't miss from there. No, the defender, it was a mistake. She maybe dived, slid in when maybe she just stood on her feet. She could have probably just cleared it. But it doesn't matter. We've taken advantage of it and got ourselves the early lead. We're in possession again. Georgia Stanway plays out to that far side to Lucy Bronze, in to Beth Mead. Plays it square to Stanway and gets it back again, does Beth Mead. And a ball played back to Kira Walsh. England now looking in control. Alex Greenwood. It's amazing what a goal can do for your confidence, isn't it? That's a ball pinged up to that near side again. Beth Mead's there. She wins the header. Now Lucy Bronze coming forward in the penalty. Lucy Bronze pulls it across the box. It was well defended that time. And America do scramble that away. And Rapinoe will now bring the ball forward, but not for long. Good play from Georgia Stanway. England in the ascendancy now. This is much more likely England that we come to get used to in the Euros, isn't it? When we play on the front foot, Lauren Hemp plays it back to Fran Kirby. This is nice from England. Daly finds Kirby again. Now it's with Chloe Kelly on this near side. Cuts in onto her right foot, plays the ball back again to Kira Walsh. This is much better from England. We're in control of this game now. We've played 12, nearly 13 minutes at Wembley. England 1, America 0. This has been a very great performance from England following a little bit of a shaky start, but I say we've done that before. Alex Greenwood now plays it short to Rachel Daly, playing back in her England position at left back rather than her striking position. Actually, he's been playing for Aston Villa to great effect as well, as to be said. Very versatile player, of course, and he's another option for England. You know, without Alicia Russo, there was thoughts that she may have got picked up front tonight, but no, she's back in her left back position, and she's done had a decent start. But it's a throw now to America over on that far side. It is 1-0 to England. Of course, it's going to be Emily Fox with this throw, plays for Racing Louisville. Never heard of them, but anyway. Now Chloe Kelly on the edge of the penalty area. That's a mistake from America again. Chloe Kelly's cross. It's going to fall to Hemp again at the far post. Her shot was deflected. And suddenly, when England get the ball forward, we are looking very, very threatening every single time. That was Chloe Kelly there with that run. And England coming forward again with Kira Walsh. America can't cope now, but they have just won the ball back. And they've now got an opportunity for an attack. A ball played in there. But, it's a mistake there from Rachel Daly. And she maybe brings down Smith, does she, right on the edge of the penalty area. It was a mistake there from Daly. She's complaining, but I think it was a foul. It was a very, very loose touch. She almost tripped over the ball, Rachel Daly. She was put under pressure by Smith, who's been very dangerous. In fact, actually looking back at that, I don't know if that is a foul. It was just on the very edge of the penalty area. Was it a foul on Rachel Daly, possibly pushed in the back? Anyway, it is a free kick to America. Nick Nack says it isn't that a penalty. Well, it looks as though she was in the box, didn't it, when the initial contact was? But I don't know.
She was in the box.
It was a 50-50 challenge for me when you look at the replay. But anyway, Megan Rapinoe is going to take this free kick. This is looking like a dangerous moment for England. Got to defend this now. It's just on this near side, literally a yard outside the penalty area. It's not a very good angle for a shot, so she's probably going to cross it. Rapinoe. She did try a shot, actually. It went straight into the wall, hit Lauren Hemp, the goal scorer. And it's, in fact, she felt that hit her in the face there, Lauren Hemp. Yes. It was hit with quite a lot of power from Rapinoe. And it hit, in fact, it was more in the in the chest area it's hit her. But anyway, she looks okay on the side of the face. Anyway, it's a corner. It's a corner to America on this near side. Rapinoe is going to take this. And England have got to do some more defending here. Rapinoe with that corner towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's a header comes in there from Cook. It was her mistake, of course, for the goal, but it runs harmlessly wide. Lauren Hemp's gone down again, yeah. She's still feeling the effects of that free kick that hit her just a few moments ago.
It's full force.
And she's gone down there, Hemp, and I'm not sure what the actual issue is exactly, but it was, it's her goal, of course, that's given England the lead in this game, which is a well-taken goal, but she's currently got a bit of an injury issue here, Lauren Hemp. Let's hope she's all right, because we know what an important player she is and what a great start she's made to this game as well. But we'll see exactly what the situation is. She's now getting some treatment on the pitch. Hopefully it's not a concussion, because a concussion means she won't be able to carry on, which would be which wouldn't be great, would it? But she did take one for the team there. That free kick, it was well struck by Megan Rapinoe. It hit her full in the face or in the chest. I think the ball may have come up and hit her in the face. But anyway, she's currently down inside the penalty area, receiving some treatment. Seems to be a little bit of concern about her at the moment. The goal scorer, we've played 16 minutes, but it's going to be a fair bit of stoppage time now for this particular injury. It's not quite a full crowd at Wembley. I think the train strike hasn't helped. A lot of people decided not to make the journey in the end. A lot of people trying to sell tickets on. But it just goes to show, doesn't it, that the train strike hasn't stopped people. It is still a very big crowd, it has to be said. Cool, it did hit us right in the face. I mean, that was a sore one there from Lauren Hemp. But hopefully she's going to be okay. But she's just getting back to her feet again now. And hopefully she'll be all right. Leah Williamson looking on with concern for her teammate, of course. and she does. I think she's going to be okay. She might have a ringing in her ear actually from that ball hitting her, but I think she's going to be okay, and I think she's going to be able to continue, which is the main thing, because she's such an important player. It's going to be a goal kick to England. Now the play's going to get restarted. Obviously, Hempy's still off the pitch behind the goal at the moment. She's going to have to wait, obviously, to come back on again, having received treatment. It's going to be Mary Earps with this goal kick, plays it short to Alex Greenwood, and then to this near side to Rachel Daly. Lauren Hemp's going to have to come around the side to come back on. She can't come on behind the goal. That is the rule. So she's going to have to come around the side, and then she can come back on again. And the referee waves her back on. She's getting a big ovation from the crowd. Terry says there, Viv sitting with Leah. Yeah, well, Viv's watching her watching Beth, isn't she? So that's why Viv's here, I'm sure. Plus, of course, obviously with Leah as well. But America in behind is again. Smith cross into the box. Oh, good save actually for Mary Earps. The ball went out of play. It's going to be a corner to America, and some desperate defending actually. But that was a good save for Mary Earps. I don't know if it was a cross or a shot. Again, it was the very, very dangerous Sophia Smith, who's been America's best player in this first half. It was her cross there. Oh, it was good goalkeeping at the near post for Mary Earps. And in the end, the ball ran away from her. It did go out of play before Horan tried to keep it in. And it is going to be a corner to America again. In fact, it isn't. Is it going to be was that a foul or was it offside? I'm not quite sure. It's it's gone out. It looks like it's a goal kick actually. It looked like it came off Mary Earps. Anyway, we'll take the goal kick. That's fine. We're not too worried about that. But England are going to restart this game now. Mary Earps plays it to Millie Bright. Now to Lucy Bronze over on the far side. Millie Bright gets it back again. Gives it back to Lucy Bronze. America trying to press, and if we can get out of the press, it worked for the goal. And it might well work again. We've won a throw over on that far side. Good play that was from Georgia Stanway. In fact, the referee has given it to the Americans, I think. And there's another facial injury now by one of the American players over on that far side, which I think is it's number 23, Emily Fox. It is there who's Georgia Stanway did go into it accidentally there, just winning the ball. Her shoulder crashed into Emily Fox's face there. So it's another facial injury already in this game. We've had two now. We haven't played 20 minutes yet. And there's a bit of treatment at the moment. Serena's just having a chat to Georgia Stanway over on the touchline now, just telling her a few tactical adjustments there from Serena. And we'll see. Janet's in the chat there says, where can I watch the game? It's in the UK. It's on ITV in the UK. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are. Terry says, well in Stanway, good tackle. Well, I mean, she just won the ball, and unfortunately, the two came together, didn't they? And that did look quite nasty, actually. She's not frightened of a tackle as Georgia. No, she isn't, and she wasn't frightened of that one. But the American player Emily Fox has come out worse in this year. It did look quite nasty. It wasn't intentional, but it could be quite a bad injury. This actually, I'm not sure whether she'll be able to continue. I think it is going to be a throw to England actually when we resume the play. I think the referee stopped the game so that she could get some treatment. She's still on the ground actually, the American. Let's hope she's going to be okay. Georgia Stanway's just gone over to check on her. There was no intent there in that incident at all. It was just her momentum from winning the ball. She just kind of crashed into her really, and her shoulder went into the side of the American's face. But I think she's okay. She's back on her feet again, and I'm sure she's going to be okay to continue. In fact, she might not be because America actually going to make a substitution. It is going to be Hayley Mace who's coming on. So I'm not quite sure what if it's going to be. I think she's going to have to come off. I think Emily Fox. She's very groggy. She's not moving very freely at all, and she's having to come off the American. She's being led off the pitch there, not moving very freely at all. She looks pretty groggy actually. It has to be said. And she's had to go off. It's going to be Hayley Mace replacing her. A like-for-like substitution. Obviously, a defender on for a defender left back. So America about to make that change already. It wasn't. I say it looked a bad one when you saw the replay actually. But there was no intent from Georgia at all. But unfortunately, it was quite a heavy collision, and Emily Fox has had to go off. But America are in possession now, looking to try to find a way back into this game. It's been a good start from Arsenal, but Herta there tries to deliver a cross, but Kira Walsh is there gets in the way, and then good play as well, actually, from Chloe Kelly, finds Rachel Daly, ball into midfield, but it's a little bit loose, and America have picked up the ball. They're coming forward again. Oh, Smith tried to be a little bit clever on the edge of the box, but England win it back. And now Chloe Kelly, she goes backwards, actually, to Rachel Daly. Now it's all the way back to Alex Greenwood, and now back to goalkeeper Mary Earps, put under pressure again from Smith, but she manages to find Millie Bright, and now Lucy Bronze. You have to say, if England can get out of this press, it's going to be dangerous for America. We did it for the goal, and we're trying to do it again. It's well one back again in midfield from Kira Walsh. She finds Lauren Hemp, who's okay again now, following that injury issue that she had a little while ago. But that ball wasn't too good to Chloe Kelly, but she picks it up and gets it back again. And now it's with Rachel Daly. Andreas is in the chat. How you doing, mate?
Andreas.
Good to see you. He says, hi, Richard and Paula. Unfortunately, I can't watch the Lionesses match here in Germany. Half-time, Germany v France, 1-0, goal by Pop. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure you'd rather watch England, wouldn't you, than watch Germany. But anyway, I'm sure you're happy that Germany are winning anyway. But England are also winning, which is good at the moment. So let's hope that carries on. Fran Kirby now plays the ball to Georgia Stanway. Surely she was fouled.
She was. And
she was fouled. It's going to be a free kick to England. It's actually a bit of a dangerous ball from Fran Kirby there to Georgia Stanway. Put her on a bit of pressure there, but she did do well, won the free kick, and England are back in possession with Alex Greenwood. Finds Millie Bright. England have had a lot of possession in our own half in front of the penalty area. And then when we do break forward, we get the ball moving really quickly, and we have caused America one or two big problems, including, of course, the goal. But the ball's had more time in the England half. But that's a ball over the top, looking for Fran Kirby, but it was good defending there, actually, from Germa. But it's going to be a throw to England. Kirby just lacks that little bit of pace, doesn't she? Explosive pace. And that's what maybe stops her getting in there behind the American defence. But we know what qualities that she's got, Fran Kirby. But pace maybe isn't, one of her biggest strengths here. But England have got a throw in the attacking third of the pitch. It's going to be Lucy Bronze with it over on the far side. England's right.
Come on.
Finds Beth Mead and gets it back again. Lucy Bronze. Good little run, actually, from the new Barcelona player. But England have picked the ball up again with Kira Walsh now. Can she deliver a good ball into the box? She does, looking for Chloe Kelly, but she wasn't going to get on the end of that, although she's chasing this ball down with the American goalkeepers out of her area. And she kicks it out for a throw. Naya there, the American goalkeeper. But it was good work there from Chloe Kelly. Is a throw to England on this near side. The ball goes back to Alex Greenwood, and she's got Millie Bright inside the centre circle. Millie Bright coming forward for England, thinks the ball over the top, looking for Lucy Bronze. Good touch from Lucy Bronze. Can she get there? Oh, she couldn't quite. It was Germa again, the defender came across, and the ball's ricocheted off Bronze. It's going to be a goal kick to America. We've played 25 minutes, so we're pretty much halfway through the first half because of the stoppage time we're going to get for those two injuries. So, but it's been a decent performance from Arsenal so far.
Arsenal?
From England, sorry. It's been a decent performance. We've defended well when we've had to, and it was a great goal as well, wasn't it, on the counter-attack. And England having to defend again. Good play from Kira Walsh. Finds Georgia Stanway. She's been really influential in this early part of this game, Stanway. She helped to create that goal, and she's been very, very good. Kira Walsh has been good as well. Really she's on the possession there. Finds Alex Greenwood. She thought about passing it this near side to Rachel Daly, changed her mind, has gone back instead to Mary Earps, put under pressure there. It was Rose Lavelle, put her under pressure, and America picks up the ball. They've done that well, the Americans. They've really pressed us high up the pitch, and it's forced one or two mistakes at times. But what we've been good at is getting back into shape quickly and denying them a lot of space in behind. There's that one opportunity very early on, wasn't there, when Sophia Smith got cleared down the left-hand side. But other than that, we've been solid in defence. We've kept our shape well, and we've restricted America to very little, actually. And it's been a decent performance from England. A little bit different type of performance to what we maybe saw in the Euros, but it's a different quality of opposition, isn't it? And we've got to play a slightly different way to counteract their threat as well. And we've done that really well so far. And it's been a really, really good opening 27 minutes for England. Terry says there, the giraffe is in the house. Yes, of course, Andreas. He's not a giraffe, is he? He's just quite tall. And again, America press does. The shot comes in. Is it going to be an equaliser? It is. The pressing finally paid off, and it is, as we assumed it might well be. Sophia Smith with a goal. It was Georgia Stanway put under pressure. She lost the ball. It was maybe not the best pass to her, but again, it was that press from the Americans. Very high press they put on us there. Stanway lost the ball. It fell on the edge of the box to Smith. She has been their best player, and she put that ball into the corner. Mary Earps had no chance with that, and it is 1-1. And America will probably feel that that's the least that they deserve from this game. It has to be said so far. But it was Georgia Stanway there caught in possession, and Smith from the edge of the box put it into that corner. It was a good finish, actually. It was Horan, actually, who pressed the mistake there from Georgia Stanway.
Yeah.
And Smith drilled it in across Mary Earps. She got a little hand to it, actually. Just couldn't quite keep it out. It was a really good finish. And it is 1-1. And the Americans will probably feel that's fair. Terry says there, no, what a mistake. You could see that coming. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's so much a mistake. It's more America pressing and pressing. And, you know, when you're trying to play it out from the back against a team that press, there's going to be opportunities when they win the ball off you. And then, you know, then you're in trouble, aren't you? And that's what happened there. But England coming forward now. This is good play. Beth Mead over on that far side. Can England respond? That's a good ball play through. Looking for Lauren Hemp. Good defending that time. I think it was from Germer, but it's going to be a corner to England. In fact, it was Germer there, yeah, with the defensive play. Every time England get the ball forward, especially down this right-hand side with Beth Mead, we're looking as though something's going to happen. It was Beth Mead's ball there looking for Lauren Hemp, but this time America deals with it. It's a corner to England. I think it's England's first corner, actually. We've played nearly half an hour. Millie Bright's in there. She hasn't scored for England for a while. She's got a few goals, hasn't she, in the last year or so. It'd be good to see her get one now. But this is a corner to England. Chloe Kelly's going to take it over on that far side. Whipped in towards the near post. Header comes in. Oh, it's cleared actually by America. Lucy Bronze was in there. And the shot comes in from the edge of the box, but it's comfortable there for the goalkeeper. And in fact, Lucy Bronze has gone down. Another head injury, actually. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But anyway, play goes on. And America attacking down this near side. Actually, it's with Trinity Rodman plays the ball inside to Smith again, the goal scorer. Good defensive play there from Kira Walsh. Just basically pushes her out of the way, and the referee allows play to go on. But I'm not quite sure why it wasn't stopped for the head injury to Lucy Bronze, who's still up the pitch, out of position. Smith again looking to get the wrong side of Alex Greenwood, but Alex Greenwood does really well. But America's still in possession now with Rose Lavelle inside the area. Millie Bright steps in. Brilliant defending there from Millie. Plays the ball forward looking for Lauren Hemp, who's done well again. She's causing that the American defence a lot of problems. Lauren Hemp playing as a centre forward tonight. An unusual position for her, actually, but she's doing well. She's got the goal. And she was battling well there, but Lucy Bronze is back now in her position. Terry says there, well played, Millie Bright. Indeed, it was brilliant defending there. She stepped in, won the ball. What was looking a dangerous moment.
What's happening there?
The referee's now getting a word in her ear from possibly, I don't know if VAR is involved in this game, but she's getting a word from somebody. In fact, she's going to the screen. We have got VAR. I'm not quite sure. Is this for a possible penalty for England, perhaps? For that, Lucy Bronze, she was definitely caught in the head inside the penalty area. She was ducking in to head the ball. Let's have a look and see. Could this be a penalty to England, perhaps? The screen's not working next to the pitch at the moment. Oh, it is now. I think that's going to be a penalty.
That's a high kick.
It's a high. She put her head in. She won the ball first. That's a penalty. This should be a penalty. This should be a penalty to England.
That's a high kick.
She's kicked her right in the face. The defender there, Lucy Bronze, won the ball. That should be a penalty to England. Let's see if the referee's going to give it. It should be. What's the decision? It is a penalty. Yes, it is a penalty. When you see the replay, it was clearly a penalty. And it's going to be a yellow card as well for the American defender. It was, yeah. It was the right decision. Well done, VAR. We're critical of VAR quite often, but when you see the replay there,
this was ages after all.
Yeah, they can take their time. It was a substitute actually who gave away the penalty. Hayley Mace, it was with that high kick, and it is a penalty to England. I'm sure Georgia Stanway will take it. She was successful, wasn't she, a couple of times in the Euros from the penalty spot.
Oh, Georgia.
And once or two
Come on,
before.
Georgia.
Can Georgia Stanway restore England's lead? We've played 32 minutes, a big moment in this game for Georgia Stanway. Can she put away this penalty to give England the lead again? Stanway from the spot. Yes! Sends the keeper the wrong way. England are back in front. What a team this is.
Brilliant.
And Georgia Stanway puts it away. And England have restored the lead. America weren't level for very long.
Keep on the top, come on.
And from that corner it was. Lucy Bronze ducked in to head the ball. She got the ball first before getting a kick in the face for her trouble. And the goal, the penalty's been given, and Georgia Stanway has scored it. And England lead again. Nice. Set the keeper the wrong way. Tucked in to that bottom right-hand corner of the net. Tucked in there. Lovely penalty. Keeper went the other way. And
that was
lovely
brilliant.
put away there from Georgia Stanway. Another converted penalty from her. She's got 2 in the Euro, didn't she? And 1 in one of the friendlies before as well. Terry says yes. Definitely a penalty. Yeah, no, it was definitely a penalty. Yeah, when you see the replay, it had to be given as a penalty. I say well done VAR, because I don't think too many of us spotted it at the time. The referee clearly didn't either. So well done VAR. Rachel Daly now keeps the ball in on this near side, but America having to come from behind again. It looked like it may have been an offside there against Smith. She's a very good player.
She is.
In fact, she was offside that time, though the whistle's gone. The American goal scorer, Sophia Smith, does look a very good player. She plays for Portland Thorns in the MLS. So, but yeah, she was offside on that particular occasion. And England have taken that free kick now. Alex Greenwood to Millie Bright. Alex Greenwood gets it back again. This time America aren't really pressing, but they do press Millie Bright now. Yeah, they stood off, and then 2 of them went together. It was Rapinoe and Horan again. Those 2 have been pressing really well. England looking to get the ball forward. But America do win it this time with Rose Lavelle, and England have conceded a free kick. Beth Mead over on that far side. It was Hayley Mace that was given a yellow card as well for the foul that led to the penalty. The American substitute. It is the Americans now in possession. It is England 2, USA 1. We've played 34 minutes of this first half. It's been end-to-end stuff. America have been the better team in terms of possession, but England have certainly looked much more dangerous going forward, much more direct. Especially, I say, down that right-hand side. We've got the ball again with Beth Mead. Every time she gets the ball, you feel something's going to happen. She plays it in to Kirby. Back again to Georgia Stanway out to that far side. Lucy Bronze again on England's right coming forward. Beth Mead just inside the penalty area. Holds the ball up well. Beth Mead trying to turn away from defender Germa. In the end, she's forced back. And she finds Millie Bright. Andrea says there, nearly at the same moment, 2-0 Germany. Pop again. Well,
Pop again.
Pop's, she was missed in the final, wasn't she? But from our point of view, I was quite glad she didn't play. England trying to come forward again down that far side with Beth Mead, but actually Hayley Mace makes up for that mistake there with a good tackle and bringing the ball clear for the Americans. Terry says Mrs. B is very calm tonight. Well, you know, she's. I'm
just intensely watching it.
John says I'm in work tonight. Hope England beat the Yanks. Well, that's so far so good. We've twice been in front. 2-1 it is. We're coming into the last 10 minutes of this first half, although there will be quite a chunk of stoppage time, you would imagine. John says, is there a big crowd at the game? Yeah, I mean, it was a sellout initially, but I say a few people were trying to sell the tickets on because of the train strike. Made it difficult to get there. There was empty seats in the stadium, you can see, but I'd say there's at least sort of 75,000 or maybe more in the stadium, but we'll see. Smith coming forward again for America, tries to get into the box. It's a free shot for Rapinoe. No, it wasn't Rapinoe. It is 2-2. It's 2-2. It's Rodman, Trinity Rodman at the far post, left completely unmarked. It was Smith with the assist this time, and don't quite know who was meant to be marking her there. Serena's making some notes. Obviously writing down notes who was supposed to be marking Rodman there at the far post. The famous American sports name, of course, Rodman, isn't it? And it is Trinity Rodman that's got the goal. Jesus. It was Smith there, faced by Millie Bright. She managed to get the ball across the box. It was Rapinoe actually let it run. Nice play actually there from Rapinoe. She saw there's a player free behind, a little flick back into the path of Rodman. Lucy Bronze had got sucked in, and a simple finish from the American to make it 2-2. As Terry says there, 2-2. Yeah, it was not great defending from England.
No, it wasn't.
It's certainly been an exciting first half, though, hasn't it? And Terry's prediction of 4-2 is, of course, still on. The way this first half's gone, you wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a lot more goals in this game. Both teams have not always looked solid at the back. There's actually a VAR check, is there, for this goal? I'm not quite sure.
Why?
Was it an offside? It didn't look offside, did it? But there's a VAR check. Is there an offside? Let's hope there is. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be great if it was.
Let's have a look. Not quite sure who's offside, but anyway. Don't think there is an offside there. I didn't see one. But we'll see what the referee's going to do. Taking a long time about this. It didn't look offside when you look at the replay. Not from what we saw. But anyway, I'm not quite sure. It certainly wasn't offside. The goal scorer wasn't offside. Was it in the earlier move? Over on that far side, is that Rapinoe? If Rapinoe's offside when that ball's played forward, because she's heavily involved in the goal, they may well rule this out, because I do think Rapinoe possibly is offside over on the far side.
They've got their fingers crossed in there.
But this goal might get disallowed, you know. Not quite sure. When it takes this long, quite often it's because they're going to disallow it. Let's have a look what's happening. The screen. No goal.
Oh,
oh, what a shame.
Oh, get that change. Get that score changed.
It isn't 2-2. We're going to have to change the score again.
Get that score changed.
It's still 2-1.
Oh,
That's a lucky escape, actually.
That
because she was offside very early in that move, Rapinoe, over on the far side. And VAR again has come to our aid, which is quite nice.
Yeah,
anyway, Deepak says there, why football so obsessed with lions? Everywhere is used logos of clubs, names. Well, yeah, but the Lionesses, it's always been the Lions because of what's on the 3 lions on the shirt, isn't it? That's what it is. That's why we're the Lions. Andrea says, get in, yes. And Terry says, ha, 2-1. Indeed, it is 2-1. The goal has been disallowed. England are still leading and coming forward again with Beth Mead over on that far side. She's had a great first half, Beth Mead. In fact, you say that every single game she plays. But England have lost possession there, and America now are going to be fired up by that disallowed goal. They've had 1 or 2 big decisions go against them in this first half, haven't they? Which is a shame. Lucy Bronze in possession now, finds Kira Walsh into Georgia Stanway. And England have got away with one there, I think. Megan Rapinoe was offside, but would that goal be disallowed in the Premier League when the play went on for so long? The rest of that attack, I don't know. But anyway, she was offside over on the far side. It was disallowed, and we'll have it. Yes, we'll have it. 2 big decisions have gone our way in this first half. And England do lead 2-1. And we are now into the last 5 minutes of this first half. There's going to be a fair bit of stoppage time, you would imagine, due to those 2 injuries, plus a couple of VAR hold-ups as well. Yeah. So we're probably looking at 5 or 6 minutes stoppage time at the end of this first half. Unusual for women's games to have so much stoppage time, but there's going to be a fair chunk in this game. But England now on the attack over on that far side. Lucy Bronze flicks it inside to Georgia Stanway. Finds Alex Greenwood. Can she get the ball to Rachel Daly? She can. Rachel Daly comes forward, plays it up this near side to Chloe Kelly. She's been pretty quiet in this game, Chloe Kelly. The ball hasn't come up this left-hand side very often, actually. Chloe Kelly's done well there. Plays it back to Kira Walsh, now into Georgia Stanway. Shooting opportunity from distance. Oh, it hits the defender. Comes back to Stanway. She's got a little bit of space outside for Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze drills it across. It's deflected. Oh, Chloe Kelly was coming in at the far post. Well defended, actually, there from Herter at the far post there. Stanway was heavily involved in that move again. She found Lucy Bronze on that far side. Her cross was deflected off Rapinoe, I think it was. Chloe Kelly was coming in at the far post. Would have had an easy chance there, but in the end, it's been deflected behind for a corner, which Beth Mead is coming across to take, getting a massive reception from the Wembley crowd. Of course, player of the tournament in the Euros, player of the month nominee in the WSL. And she was the creator of England's first goal tonight as well. And she's got a corner, an opportunity to get another assist possibly.
Come on, lasses.
Ball in there. Dangerous corner in. It's flicked away. It's come to the far post. Lucy Bronze heads it back across. It's cleared away though by America, but not very fast. Stanway's won it back again for England. Now it's England doing the pressing high up the pitch. Kira Walsh now inside the centre circle. Plays it out to Lucy Bronze over on that far side. England dangerous from that set piece, but they're coming forward again now. Kira Walsh yet to score for England, of course. She doesn't really get too many shots away, does she, to be fair? She's more of a defensive player, but that's another ball played out to that far side, looking for Chloe Kelly, who's popped up over on the right.
So she changed over. Whereas Beth, because she was taking
Beth took that corner, didn't she? So she stayed there. But England have got a throw now over on that far side with Lucy Bronze. Beth Mead has stayed over on that left at this moment in time, and Chloe Kelly is over on that far side but that ball's gone out of play, and it is going to be a throw to America. And Beth Mead is now trotting back across. Or is she? Because Chloe Kelly's staying out over on that right-hand side. So maybe Beth Mead's going to be moving into a more central role for the time being. As we move in towards the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. Georgia Stanway, another good run from her. Tries to find Fran Kirby, but the ball was just behind her. Millie Bright steps in again. She's been brilliant at the back for England. Now it's Beth. Lovely ball inside to Fran Kirby. Into the box. Fran Kirby, nice feet. Oh, she finds Lauren Hemp instead. Lauren Hemp inside the area, closed down by 2 defenders. She couldn't get a shot away. Again, it's good play from England. Hemp's back in possession again. Finds Rachel Daly. Every time England come forward, we look like there's going to be an opportunity to score a goal. But America did defend that one pretty well, actually. But we're still in possession inside the centre circle now with Millie Bright. Dinks the ball up the far side, looking for Chloe Kelly. She's going to get there. No, she isn't. It's just run out of play. That was a good spell, that from England. Nice attacking play there. And it was Lauren Hemp in the end with the opportunity. She couldn't quite get a shot away. She was closed down quickly by 2 defenders. And again, Georgia Stanway was at the heart of that move. She's playing well, Georgia Stanway. Yes, she was caught out for the goal, but, you know, when the other team are pressing that high up the pitch. American coach there didn't seem very happy with the disallowed goal, but tough luck, mate. England again have actually pressed high up the pitch and won the ball. Chloe Kelly over on that far side. Chloe Kelly going with the substitute, Hayley Mace. Keep going. She's done well, actually, forces it on to Lucy Bronze. Lucy Bronze plays it back again to Georgia Stanway into Walsh. Another little touch there, looking for Fran Kirby, but it didn't quite reach her. And now America are going to launch a counter-attack. There's some defending there from Millie Bright. A little bit too rough there, she was.
She's getting the yellow card.
She probably committed 2 or 3 fouls there. Grabbed her first of all and then wrestled her to the ground. The dangerous Smith. That's the only way you can really deal with her. It was a good tackle, actually, after she'd fouled her twice. And it is a yellow card to Millie Bright. And she has been a tricky customer, Sophia Smith, in this game, it has to be said.
She's definitely there, woman of the match. She
is at this moment in time, but Millie Bright did well there, actually. It's worth taking the yellow card inside the centre circle, isn't it? It's not really a danger there. And it stopped the potential of that counter-attack for America, but they are coming forward now instead, up this near side. That's a touch backwards there, and it's with Rose Lavelle, pings the ball out to that far side to Megan Rapinoe. Is she going to get there or not? She does keep it in, actually. Rapinoe, she's done well there. Plays it back to Smith on the edge of the penalty area. Cuts inside Stanway. Smith with a shot. Well defended again from Millie Bright with her head. But America have picked up the loose ball. We're just going to see what the stoppage time is at the end of this first half. It's going to be only 3 minutes. Well, I'm surprised it's only 3 minutes. I'm sure the 2 injuries are counted for more than 3 minutes, plus the VAR checks. But they don't tend to add on a lot of time in the first half, generally, do they? Colonel's in the chat there. He says that England kit looks nice. How are you both? No, we're very well indeed. Obviously enjoying the game, enjoying England winning, beating America, which is nice. Andrea says, without seeing it, it seems an England defence without Leah is a bit weak. We've been vulnerable tonight. You're right. Yeah. We have been a little bit vulnerable. And the thing that Leah does, as we know, is when there's mistakes from some of the other players, she tidies it up, doesn't she? She reads the game so well. And obviously tonight we haven't had that. You know, Alex Green is a very good player, but she hasn't got those same attributes that Leah has. And you can see how much Leah's missed. I mean, we missed her when she was out for Arsenal last season, didn't we? And we could well miss her again. But suddenly we've got another chance. Lauren Hemp's in behind. Can she get a shot away? Oh, she can. She did well, Lauren Hemp there. Actually, it was good defending again from Germa. Made it difficult for Lauren there. She managed to get a shot away, but it was a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. And Neuer's there, and it's another England attack. Hasn't produced a goal, but again we look dangerous, don't we? Lauren Hemp in behind, a little bit of pace she showed there. She got away from the defender initially, but she did well there, Germa, to come back at her. Naomi Germa has actually played pretty well for the Americans at the back, and Lauren Hemp's shot was well saved by the goalkeeper. They're just sort of showing the replay of the offside, saying that maybe she wasn't offside and England got away with it there. But anyway, we don't really care, do we? Lauren Hemp was penalised there for a handball as she battled away for the ball over on that far side. We have now played nearly 2 minutes of the 3 stoppages, so we're coming down to the final few seconds here of this first half. It's been an exciting first half, a lot of incident and action. There's been 3 goals, a disallowed goal, a penalty, some VAR checks, a couple of head injuries. It's all happened, hasn't it? It has all happened. America have played well, actually. They're a good side, as we know. They've pressed England really well, but going forward, England have been absolutely amazing. We've scored 2 goals, could easily have scored 2 or 3 more. And every time we come forward, we look like we might score a goal. But it has been a very, very exciting first half.
I think she just fell at West End.
America just won another free kick, which they've taken quickly, looking for Rapinoe over on that far side. Lucy Bronze has gone with her, and Lucy Bronze has fouled her.
Has she?
Although she looked as though she was quite happy to go down. Rapinoe's smiling now. I'm not sure if Lucy...
she did push her in the back.
She pushed her in the back. Yeah, she did. It was a foul. Lucy Bronze is smiling about it as well. But it's going to be a free kick. This will probably be the last action of the first half. It is going to be a free kick to America. It's just in from the corner flag over on that far side. It's about 5 yards, 10 yards in from the touch line, about 10 yards closer than the corner flag. It is going to be Rapinoe with this free kick. He's got one more bit of defending to do before half time if we're going to go in with this lead intact. That has been a little bit fortunate maybe with that goal that was disallowed. But anyway, we have got to defend this free kick now, which Rapinoe is going to take over on that far side. This is a dangerous moment in the final few seconds of this first half. The free kick comes into the 6-yard box. Header comes in. It's over the top of the crossbar. It was Horan with the header, the captain, Lindsay Horan. It's gone over the top. And that should be that for the first half when Maria takes this goal kick. We've played 3.5 minutes now of stoppage time. And I think as soon as this ball comes back into play, I think it will be half time. In fact, it's going to be half time anyway. Good first half for England. It's been an eventful first half, it has to be said. America started really, really well. They were the better team for the first 10 minutes or so. Didn't really have too many big opportunities. There was one from Sophia Smith very early on, which Mary Earp saved. But England took the lead. It was against the run of play after 10 minutes. Lauren Hemp with a goal. Great move down the right-hand side. Stanway found Beth Mead, and her cross wasn't dealt with by the American defence. And Lauren Hemp was able to slot home from about 12 yards. And England were good value after that. Played well, settled into the game. But America were pressing us high up the pitch, and it did bring about the equaliser. Georgia Stanway was played the ball under a bit of pressure from Horan. The ball fell to Sophia Smith, who's been America's best player, and she finished well from the edge of the box. And at that stage, it looked as though maybe America would go on and gain control, but England regained the lead soon after. It was a corner initially had come in from Beth Mead, and Lucy Bronze went to head the ball. As she ducked down, she was caught in the face a little bit late from the American substitute, Hayley Mace. They went to VAR, referee gave the penalty, and Georgia Stanway tucked it away, sent the keeper the wrong way. America did think they got level, actually, before half-time. It was Trinity Rodman who finished. It was a good move, actually. Smith's cross was touched into her path by Rapinoe, and Rodman finished. But VAR decided that Rapinoe was offside earlier in that move. A little bit controversial. It's a very tight decision, but it's gone our way. The 2 VAR decisions have gone our way. And at half-time, it is England 2, America 1. And, wow, what excitement awaits us in the second half. We'll have to see. Terry says they're very entertaining first half. I need to get a drink. Yes, it was a very entertaining first half. It was a really good first half. Lots of talking points, lots of incident. And, of course, the good news is England are winning, and that's what we like to see. And, you know, I think certainly from an attacking perspective, we've been very, very dangerous every time we've gone forward. And, you know, 2 goals we've scored. We could have had 1 or 2 more as well. But, yeah, America are a good side, and they're pressing us into mistakes, and they've got some quality as well, haven't they? You know, Rapinoe, she may be 55 years old or whatever old she is.
She's not 55.
But she's still a class player, actually, isn't she? You know, she's shown some really good touches in that game. And, yeah, she's still got the quality there. And, of course, as we say, Sophia Smith has been really, really good, actually. She plays for Portland Thorns. She's a player that maybe, Jonas, if you're watching this, you know, see if you can sign her, because we did have a decent American last year, didn't we, with Tobin Heath. Let's see if we can get Sophia Smith, because she looks a really, really good player. Days in the attack there says, let's go Lionesses. Indeed, yeah, let's go Lionesses, because we're winning, and let's see if we can keep it up in the second half. But it's going to be difficult, isn't it? There's no way that this game's won yet at all. I think that we've still got a lot of work to do. Yeah, she's 37,
not 50.
But she seems to be been playing forever, doesn't she? But you know, she's still got quality. Whether she can last the full 90 minutes at this sort of pace, because the game's been played at electric pace, hasn't it? So we'll have to see whether she can or not. But ultimately, You know, she's certainly contributed to the American performance, and they played well. And it just goes to show how what a good England side this is. You know, we can go toe to toe with the best team in the world. We beat Sweden, who are number 2 in the world. We are beating America, who are number 1 in the world. You know, Serena is something special, isn't she? Colonel says there, no need to debate refereeing decisions. I personally think they've been fantastic. We're winning. No, they have been. I mean, I think the penalty was a clear decision, wasn't it? When you saw the replay, the VAR did well there, and it was the right decision, and that's brilliant. But yeah, you have to say that offside was very, very marginal. If that goes against you, you'd be raging, wouldn't you? Let's be honest. If we have
that
a
was
goal,
us.
if we got a goal disallowed for an offside like that, we would be absolutely raging. So we've definitely got away with one there. But that's football, isn't it? And that's what happens sometimes. And I'm sure plenty of decisions that will go against us in the future, as they've done before. Dave says, did you saw the tweet video of Alex Morgan? No, I don't know. No, I don't think I have actually. Was she doing her little celebration again? Was she? Well, she won't be drinking.
With a cup of tea.
She won't be drinking a lot of tea at this moment in time, will she? So far, but anyway, it is only half time. Let's not get carried away. A lot can happen in this game. We saw how dangerous American are. They scored 1 goal, had 1 disallowed, had 2 or 3 other chances. So it's certainly not won yet this game, is it? But it's been a great first half for the Lionesses again, and it's one of those things, isn't it? When you're used to winning games, you expect to win, don't you? And that seems to be what it is with this England team at the moment. We almost expect to win every time we play because that's the way it's been over the last year and a bit under Serena. You know, I mean, when Paul Davis was on the show the other night, that's exactly what he said about, you know, some of the Arsenal teams that he played in. When you want to run, you expect to win. He was saying it about the current Arsenal team. And that's what you get with this Lionesses team. Every time they go out on that pitch, they expect to win the game. And even when we're under pressure, and even when things aren't working for us, as happened a few times in the Euros, as happened at spells in this game tonight, it's the belief that they've got. Yes, it takes a quality as well. We've got, you know, quality players in every single area of the pitch, which obviously is a big help, isn't it? But it's that belief that they've got, and you can see it. And when we're playing against these top teams, you know, we did it against Spain in the Euros, we did it against Germany in the final, we're doing it tonight. You know, that's when that really shows, doesn't it? When that belief is there. And yeah, Dave says there, well, that's the T power. We're winning for this moment. Well, yeah, exactly. That's why we need to win. And Mark says there, crowd size, please. It's at Wembley. Yeah, it's at Wembley. I don't know what the crowd size is. I mean, it was technically a sellout, but I know a lot of people couldn't make it due to the train strike. And people were trying to sell tickets on. It isn't full. There's empty seats. But we'll see what the official attendance is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 75,000, maybe a bit more. It's a big crowd, a really big crowd, but it's not full, obviously, due to the fact that you know, the train strike and stuff like that. But it is a big crowd, which is good to see. Terry says, Richard, it finishes 4-2. I think you should get down on one knee and ask Mrs. B to marry you in May, as I'm off that month and we haven't got anything to do. Well, okay, well, I mean, you know, if it finishes 4-2, we'll have to arrange something, because that was a brave scoreline. And it's still very much in the balance that it could happen, couldn't it? Because, you know, if the first half is the same as the second half, it will finish 4-2, won't it? But anyway, let's see.
It's sold out, but we don't know.
Well, yeah, it's sold out, but it's not full, is it? You can see there's spaces. I mean, I would say 75, maybe pushing towards 80,000 in the stadium.
90,000.
Yeah, 90,000 is a capacity, but it isn't full. It isn't full.
It's not.
And we knew it wouldn't be, because there's been so many tickets that people have been trying to sell on due to the train strikes and 1 or 2 other things. I think what happened was, obviously, they sold tickets for this game straight after the Euro final, and everybody was so excited. And I think maybe some people bought tickets for this game without maybe realising that they've got to get to London on a Friday and all this other stuff. And maybe the reality of it's hit home, and they've realised that maybe it's not going to be quite so easy to go. And as well as the train strike on top. But it is a big crowd, and it's great to see. I'm sure everybody, apart from the Americans in the crowd, there are a few Americans we saw. There are a few Americans there, but I'm sure most of this crowd are really enjoying this game. But anyway, LJ says there, I think I'm remembering right, England's crest was 2 lions because King George liked lions. then King George II became king and added a third lion. That's where the whole lions thing started. Now, I think it was something to do with that. Yeah, I don't know the full story behind it, but yeah, obviously a lot of the kings and that, didn't they? The big lions on the castles and that, wasn't there? So it's always been quite a big thing for the English king. So yeah, I assume that's where it's come from originally. Yeah. But we'll see. LJ says 90,000 probably. I don't think it's going to be as much as that, because 90,000 would be a sellout, a full crowd. I mean, and there are empty seats.
They've sold that, but I don't think
there are empty
that many
seats.
People are there.
So no, but they're showing a parade of the previous Lioness legends that are in the stadium tonight. It was, of course, 50 years of the first game, the anniversary of the 50th year of the first ever England women's game, official game, of course, after the band finished. And obviously a load of players from over the years are there before the game, and great to see. They were just as important. This current England team have put the Lionesses on the map with the Euros trophy, but obviously all those great players in the past have got us to this point, to allow this team to be able to do what they're doing in front of what could be 80,000 odd crowd tonight, whatever it is, which I'm sure they'll announce the crowd sooner or later. Canal says there train strikes. Okay, it's tube strikes which are worse for me. Yeah, I mean the train strikes don't make it easy, especially when it's an England game at Wembley. People travel around from all over the place, don't they? And I know a lot of people were struggling to get there tonight and had to sell their tickets on, or just couldn't go, which is a shame. We've got a comment in there from Toko says, why is England trying to play the ball from the back? They are indecisive. The ball has to be recycled quicker for the back. I mean, it's just the modern way of football, isn't it? It's high risk football, because as we saw, we conceded a goal from it. Put under pressure, high up the pitch, and conceded a goal, and that can happen. But equally, what it does is it sucks the other team in. Then, if you can get through that press, there's a lot of space in behind, and that helped us create one of the goals, the first goal. That was as a result of beating the press and using the space in behind. And this is a modern way of playing, isn't it? I don't always agree with it, like yourself. I find it's very high risk, and it does lead to you conceding goals and conceding chances. When it comes off, it's brilliant, and it works really well. And Arsenal have done the same, haven't we? We've started playing that style of football, and it's not always worked, and it leads to goals being conceded. But ultimately, it's just the way that football is these days, and England have got away with it in that first half at times, and sometimes we've played it well. We've forced them in, we've got in behind, and we've created chances. So it's a bit of both, isn't it? Mark says there, I spent 5 years in London. I lived in London for 30 something odd years, and yeah, I'm glad I don't really do anymore. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, without the trains and the tubes, and that's not every nightmare getting around, that's for sure. And LJ says, walk, don't be so lazy. Yeah, I mean, you can walk around in the middle of London, you can probably walk around certain bits of it, or get the bus maybe. But yeah, LJ says that I'll move back to London one day. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in moving back to London. I'd like to maybe live a little bit closer to London, but
I'm not
not in London itself, because I just feel as though, one, it's very expensive, and two, I don't think it's as safe as it used to be. The crime's quite high and whatever. So anyway, that's a different subject really. Colonel says there, the American player reminds me of Kelly Smith, endlessly upsetting when their careers end. Yeah, that's a good point there. Mark says, played in Kent Sunday football pub team, Brookers, Cup final v Railway and Bike. They were Arsenal kit. Oh, you didn't let them win then, just because they were an Arsenal kit. Kent Sunday League. I mean, that was fun. I used to play on Hackney Marshes at one time, going back a few years when I was a bit younger. We're playing in London, with a million other pitches and a million other people playing. It was quite fun back in the day. But yeah, I don't miss that too much, if I'm totally honest. LJ says, I'm in the West Midlands at the moment. They're proper friendly, to be honest. Yeah, the Midlands is okay. Some bits of it, some bits I wouldn't want to live in. Birmingham, I don't think I'll be too keen on going to, but a few places in the West Midlands are probably okay. Mark says there, my gran was born in Lincolnshire. I got a UK ancestry visa into the UK. Oh, brilliant. In Lincolnshire, that's a nice part of the world, actually, to be fair. LJ says, people you don't know say hello. Don't get that in London. Oh, you certainly don't. If anyone speaks to you in London that you don't know, it's probably best not to speak to them. Just, it's probably safer not to, isn't it, for most of the time. But yeah, you're right.
Way more friendly.
I think people outside of London are a lot more approachable, a lot more friendly. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I've not lived in London for 20 odd years now. And every time I go back, I miss it less. I've got to be honest. But it's where you're from, isn't it? And I suppose that's the way it is.
You were born there, so.
Yeah. But yeah, it is not the most friendliest of places, is it? Generally, actually, I suppose. But anyway, it is what it is, and yeah, I certainly don't miss living there anymore. That's for certain. But yeah, Terry says there. Plus, London is a complete. Well, yes, it is exactly.
I can imagine what he's going to say.
You're right. It isn't. It isn't the most. I'll say I don't think it's the most safest place to be living, if I'm totally honest. You know, the crime there is going up, violent crime and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, not just in London. I mean, it's a lot of big cities have similar issues, don't they? So it's not just a London thing. Obviously, London's the biggest city with the most people living in it. So of course, all the issues are going to be worse because there's more people there, isn't there? You know, and it is a shame because you know it's a capital city. It's you know, I say it's where I'm from, so it's just a shame. That I wouldn't want to live there anymore, really. Anyway, Leah Williamson on crutches is quite worrying. They're just showing her there in the stands. She looks happy enough, smiling and laughing away with the guests that she's got up there, but it's a little bit of a worry to see her on crutches, actually. Hopefully, the injury is not as bad as it looks, but it's not looking too good at the minute, is it? Canel says there, no interest in London, especially travelling through Woolwich at night. You get people doing gun symbols at you, almost got stabbed. Well, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, that's sums it up, really, doesn't it? Unfortunately, a lot of London is like that these days. I mean, we stayed in Holloway Road, actually, near the Emirates earlier this year. We were down for a game, and yeah, that didn't look the nicest place to be walking out at night on your own. Certainly, you know, we were all right, but yeah, it's not the greatest place to be, I wouldn't have thought. LJ says, I lived in Norwich for a bit, was much calmer, not a lot of crime. Yeah, Norwich is all right. It's all farmers, isn't it, Norwich? So you'll be safe there. I won't worry about that. LJ says, I've been stabbed sometimes, but it was actually in East Midlands. Well, there you go. You see, it's not just London, is it? It's not just London, that's the problem. Terry says, Woolwich is a lovely place. That's where I'm from. It's where Arsenal's from as well, isn't it, Woolwich? I've not been to Woolwich for a long, long time, actually. There didn't seem to be a lot there, I seem to remember, apart from the ferry. It's not all I can remember about, really. But anyway, if Terry's from there, it's fine with me. You know, we won't say nothing bad about Woolwich. Anyway, the second half has kicked off. England are in possession with Alex Greenwood. She's found Lucy Bronze now, obviously, on this near side. England's right in the second half, attacking the goal to our right, which was, of course, the goal at Wembley where Chloe Kelly scored that winning goal. In fact, where both the goals were scored in the final, wasn't they? Both up that end. Ella Tombs' opening goal, of course, and then that winning goal from Chloe Kelly in extra time were both up that far end of the stadium. So, yeah. Nick Nack says, I'm from Winchester, but I live in Wiltshire now. Oh, that's a lovely place, Winchester, actually. I used to do a bit of work around there years ago. Wiltshire's nice as well, yeah. It's a nice part of the world. And Nick Nack says, we're off. Indeed, we are off. And let's hope the second half can... I think if we get the next goal and go 3-1 up, I think that's it. I think we'll win. Obviously, if America get it back to 2-2, then it's going to be in the balance, isn't it? But we'll see. But England are coming forward down that far side with Lauren Hemp, but it's gone out. It's going to be a throw to America. We've played a minute and a half of the second half. It is England 2, USA 1, which is very nice to see. And let's hope that we can finish the job in the second half. We generally have been quite strong in games, haven't we? In the second half, we tend to get better generally under Serena. That's a theme that has been. So if that's going to be the case today, but America straight on the attack with Smith. Oh, with a shot again, but she's pulled that one wide. A little sighter of goal early in the second half from Smith, Sophia Smith, who's been the best player for America by an absolute mile. A little bit of space there. Millie Bright gave her slightly too much space, but she just pulled that shot across the goal. And we got away with that one. Terry says, mind you, I've moved to Herne Bay now 6 years ago. Oh, Herne Bay, yeah, I know Herne Bay pretty well. Used to go down there quite a lot when I was younger. It's quite a nice place, Herne Bay, by the seaside. Rachel, no, the one who fouled has got a yellow card. It was number 6. Trinity Rodman actually just got a yellow card for America there. A late foul on Rachel Daly, caught her foot late. Quite a bad challenge, actually. I think she's still annoyed her goal was disallowed. But anyway, there you go. Mark says, have you been to New Zealand, anyone? Our one and only pro team is called Wellington Phoenix, and they play in the Australian A-League. Oh, do they? No, I've not been to New Zealand. One of my sons lives in New Zealand, actually. I'm not sure exactly what place he lives in New Zealand. He's lived all over the place, but he's in New Zealand currently, so he lives over there. He loves it, actually. But yeah, I don't suppose there's a lot going on in terms of football in New Zealand, is there? They're quite good at rugby, though. That's what they like over there, isn't it? Emma G. Maxwell says, love the hair on your missus. She should give you some advice. Well, I haven't got any to do much with, have I, unfortunately, so there's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. You know, it's just the way it is. Maybe I'll just get a wig. That's probably the answer, isn't it, really? I think. England coming forward now with Lauren Hemp inside the centre circle. She's done really well, Lauren Hemp.
Come on.
Won the ball now. We've got an attack coming here. Lauren Hemp is going to go on her own. She finds Beth Mead on this near side.
Beth.
Can this be the third goal for England? Beth Mead pulls it back to Lucy Bonds across it. The box. Lauren Hemp with the header. Oh, but it was cleared away, actually. In fact, she was offside. I don't know if it was her that was offside, or
it was off.
Or whether it was Beth Mead possibly in the build-up to it. Was it Beth Mead? Did she go a little bit too early? Yes, she did. She was offside, Beth Mead. That was a lot clearer than the goal, actually, that America had disallowed, that offside from Beth. But in the end, America did clear the cross anyway. It wasn't a goal as a result of that. But that was, again, England looking dangerous when we come forward. Oh, nearly won the ball back again. See, we're pressing them into mistakes as well. It's happening for both teams. It's not just them that's doing it. But now America trying to come forward again, looking for Smith, but that's going to run through to Mary Earps. Oh, a little bit short that pass to Millie Bright, but she did well, Millie Bright. Now Alex Greenwood can step out of defence, finds Kira Walsh. Now Fran Kirby, a little bit of space. We haven't seen much of Fran Kirby tonight. She's coming forward now. Plays out to that far side to Chloe Kelly, the Euro final hero, crossing to the box. There's a 6-yard box. Oh, Beth Mead was coming in, but the goalkeeper was there. That was a good delivery actually into the box there.
That was a good run now.
Beth Mead was coming around the far post, but the goalkeeper did well. Georgia Stanway again. She's been brilliant today, Georgia Stanway in midfield. Won the ball again off Rapinoe and then pings it out to that far side to Chloe Kelly again. She doesn't look very comfortable over on that side, Chloe Kelly, having to cut in on her right foot. She's not naturally left-sided, is she? Anyway, Lauren Hemp, we may be better off out there. Maybe we'll see a change in the second half, because I don't feel that we're getting the best out of Chloe Kelly over on that left-hand side, if I'm honest. Anyway, we shall see what happens now. Emma Maxwell says both Arsenal centre-backs are out for a while now. How do you think that affects Arsenal's WSL challenge? Well, yeah, it's a big blow, isn't it? I mean, I think we're fortunate in the sense that the next couple of games that we've got are probably winnable games, and hopefully Leah will be back after those couple of games. The Champions League starting, of course, the Lyon game is going to be tough. If we haven't got Rafaela or Leah for that Lyon game, that's going to be could be a difficult night, couldn't it? But yeah, I think we've got enough in the squad to win the next few games in the WSL. But yeah, if they were both out for a long time, you know, we're playing some bigger teams, we could struggle. Yeah. Oh, there's a head injury actually. Was it Beth Mead again? She's got a head injury in the last Arsenal game. It was two players that come together. In fact, it's Beth Mead actually. It wasn't a head injury. Beth Mead sort of stopped, and it was obvious they were going to collide. The two players collided, and I think she's got more of a It was a bit of a collision there between the two players. Anyway, America coming forward now with Mace on this near side, but Beth Mead does really well defensively there, pushes her off the ball. And then England now coming forward. Lauren Hemp, who's doing really well again. Actually, another good piece of defending actually from Germer. Those two have had such a big battle tonight. Germer and Lauren Hemp. It's been a pretty even battle actually. Lauren Hemp's come out on top a couple of times, and the American defender has. And Megan Rapinoe there loses control of the ball and it goes out for a throw. That's something you like to see, isn't it? Megan Rapinoe losing the ball. What a shame. Andrea says there, would like to see Lotta come in. She needs competitive minutes against such quality sides. She does. I'm not sure if that's going to happen really, though. I just can't see it. I can't see it. I think that the change is likely to be on that left-hand side. I think Chloe Kelly might go off. I think Lauren Hemp will move over there and
Who will bring on Toon?
possibly Toon or maybe Emily Salmon, who of course does play. Ebony Salmon, who does play in America, of course.
Right.
She's a possibility.
Where is she playing?
She's a striker.
Right. Oh, well,
So
right.
Chloe Kelly now with a shot from the edge of the box. Oh, curled it just wide. Chloe Kelly likes scoring in that end at Wembley, doesn't she? She got the goal in the final there, and she tried for another one. She's cut inside. It opened up for her. She tried to curl it in to that far corner, but it didn't get enough bend on it. And in the end, it went probably 6 or 7 yards wide.
Yeah, it was wide.
It's a goal kick anyway to America. So you do feel if England can get this third goal, then that may well seal the job tonight. But it's been the second half's been a little bit more cagey than the first half. Actually, there's been a little less opportunities at either end. It's just been a little bit more cagey, I think. Andrea says there, France scored a penalty, 2-1 Germany. Still 5 minutes to go. Oh, your game kicked off a little bit earlier than did it? Maybe Germany might hang on.
Or Germany will win, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely.
They do tend to win, but they did win the final, did they? The Euros, so they do lose sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's true to us, so that's okay.
They don't lose very often, though, do they? That's true.
No.
England's got.
Wasn't playing now, was she?
No, she wasn't. England have got a throw on that far side, taken quickly. Rachel Daly's got the ball now and going to go all the way back to Emilia. It's not a great ball, actually. Earps has got to chase after it to keep it in. And then she kicks it back to Rachel Daly again. And England didn't really make a bit of a strange bit of play there, actually. And America have now won the ball back. Well, Rachel Daly's won it back again. Lauren Hemp's done really well. She's got past the defence now. Lauren Hemp has on that far side. Lauren Hemp's got Beth Mead in the middle. Can she find her? In fact, instead it goes to the far post to Kirby. In fact, leaves it for Lucy Bronze. Oh, she couldn't curl the ball in enough. And a chance goes begging. That was the opportunity there. The Lauren Hemp did so well initially.
Did really, really well.
She got past the defender, and then she had Beth Mead as well and Fran Kirby. She pulled it back more for Fran Kirby, but it went past Fran Kirby, and Lucy Bronze was coming in, but she couldn't get around it enough. And she hit it well enough, but it was into the side netting. She needed to go across the goalkeeper, really. But that was another dangerous England attack. And so Lauren Hemp has been at the heart of a lot of good stuff England have done tonight. She's had another great game, but America now coming forward themselves, but that's a wild cross, and it's gone behind for a goal kick to England. A poor cross, actually, there. We've played 10.5 minutes of the second half. It is still England 2, America 1, and that was a cross there from Herta, Sophie Herta, that went nowhere near where she wanted it to go. Terry says there, Kirby been rubbish again, hasn't had a good game since before the Euros. No, Serena really likes her, there's no doubt about that. And she has been playing pretty well in the WSL, but I agree. She's had moments for England. She had moments in the Euros, didn't she? She got a couple of really good goals and she had a few bits and pieces, but she didn't have a really good game all the way through, did she, in the Euros, really? And she certainly hasn't had a good game tonight. She's not been in it at all. She's hardly had the ball. And I don't necessarily always blame her for that. She's not always getting the ball. But anyway, America now coming forward again with Rapinoe on this near side. Megan Rapinoe puts a ball into the box. Oh, good play actually defensively there from Alex Greenwood. And then England do scramble it clear up to Lauren Hemp again, who's actually done really well in that centre forward position. Again, I mean, a more unusual position for her. LJ says they bring on Tooney. I say, yeah, Tooney should definitely come on for Kirby. I think he should be starting instead of Kirby. LJ says they're probably one of the worst games by a referee, shocking by this official. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been good for us, I suppose. But yeah, it's not been great, maybe. Anyway, America come forward again with Horan. Again, Stanway's in, but Horan's got clear now on the edge of the box. Thinks the ball into the box, looking for Rapinoe. It goes into the arms of goalkeeper Mary Earps. And England survived that. As a strange cross, actually, in many ways. But it was good defending, actually. A combination of Bronze and Millie Bright prevented Megan Rapinoe getting the ball there, and it's gone into the arms of Mary Earps. Now England can come forward themselves. Again, Lauren Hemp running in behind.
Come on,
She's
Lauren.
done well. She's got past Cook there. She really has played
She's
well,
having
Lauren
a
Hemp.
good second half, isn't she?
Really, really good stuff from
Come
her. Now Chloe Kelly coming forward, plays the ball square to Fran Kirby, just lays it off simple to Kira Walsh. Them two exchange 2 or 3 passes, and now Kirby's got a little bit of space. That's a terrible ball from Kirby again.
What was that?
She's not had a great game tonight, Fran Kirby. That's
on
good
there,
defending that from Alex Greenwood,
there.
though. I think it might be time to take Kirby off. Is she 100% fit? I don't know. Get Tooney on. Definitely get Tooney on, and then we'll get the 3rd goal because Tooney is the one. But now we've just given the ball away again. Rose Lavelle now in possession for America. Plays it forward for Horan. Good defending again from Millie Bright. Read that well. Stuck her leg out and got the ball away. And now Lauren Hemp again can have a run at this American defence. She goes past players. You think she's not going to get there, and she suddenly finds an extra yard of pace and goes past them again. It's just incredible. Anyway, it's a throw now to England over on that far side. There's still no sign of a change.
It's not going to change.
But anyway,
they keep watching Leah, I think, don't they? She's up there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Leah seems to have disappeared. Not quite sure where Leah's gone, but anyway, hopefully she's going to be fit very, very soon because it's not good news. It was, and we heard that Leah was on crutches the other day in training, a training injury. I think it's an ankle injury that she's got earlier in the week. I don't know. Just one day in training with England. Probably just fell over on it, maybe. Anyway, England trying to win the ball back now in midfield. It's with Rapinoe on this near side. Megan Rapinoe falls backwards by Beth Mead. A poor ball, actually, and Chloe Kelly couldn't quite direct her header to an England teammate, and instead America now can come forward themselves over on that far side, looking to get the equaliser. Ball into the box. Lucy Bronze is going to deal with this, hopefully, but it does fall to Lindsay Horan on this near side for the Americans. Back with Rapinoe.
Push them back.
The substitute Mace there. The ball hits the referee, and it's going to have to be a drop ball because it does fall to Georgia Stanway off the referee. Terry says there, tune on Defo after Kirby's last pass. Yeah, I would say so. She's not had a great game. She's not contributed anything to this game really at all. Rapinoe now in possession for America. Beth Mead in front of her. She manages to find Rose Lavelle. Now it's Horan on this near side. Okay, she get a cross in. She plays it into the box to Rapinoe inside the penalty area. Rapinoe shot's deflected off Millie Bright. I think it was. It is going to be a corner to England, but great defending again for Millie Bright. She's been a brick wall back there for England tonight, as she often is. And unfortunately for Chelsea as well at times. But anyway, she did brilliantly there to Millie Bright. Closed that shot down, deflected it away. It was on target from Rapinoe. It would have given a problem to Mary Earps. But anyway, it's gone behind for a corner. LJ says, does anyone know where Russo is? She's not on the bench. She's injured. She got an injury in training as well. Her and Leah Williamson both got injured this week. You know, Rapinoe with this corner from the near side of America goes all the way to the far post, pulled back across. Rachel Daly's there to clear it, and now Kirby is going to chase after this ball, but she's not going to get there. Easily cleared away there from the defender Germa, who gets it back again. In fact, no, sorry, that's Cook, isn't it? Not Germa. No, that is Germa. Yeah, Cook's the other one just coming back there. And the ball there goes back to Mary Earps. Yeah, no, Alicia Russo got an injury in training in the week, so she's out of the squad completely, unfortunately. I'm sure she would have started this game, obviously with Ellen White retiring.
Oh, yeah, she would have.
She would almost certainly have started this game. So it's a big blow for England. 2 key players out injured. But despite that, we're still beating #1 team in the world. So just goes to show the strength that we've got and the quality that we've got in this squad, this group of players. They are very, very special, aren't they? And we're doing it again. And Andrea says it's finished full time. Germany 2, France 1. Now Lionesses bring it home too. Yeah, well, hopefully it's 2-1 to England as well.
Let's hope, yeah.
America are making a couple of substitutions. Andy Sullivan's going off. Is one of them to go off. And
Sophia Herter,
Sam Curfew's coming on. Herter's going off. And Crystal Dunn and Sam Coffey are coming on.
I recognise that name, Coffey.
Is that a Green Mile? He was Coffee, wasn't he?
No, I've heard.
John Coffee, what he was.
Really?
He had the green one. Yeah.
I remember. I just recognised it.
America coming forward now. Rose Lavelle, a little bit of space for America. Rose Lavelle going around the outside of Alex Greenwood, but actually she kind of tripped over the ball a little bit, and England got away with it a little bit. A little bit of space there was there for Rose Lavelle, but she didn't manage to get her shot away, and that's a long ball, aimless ball that's going to run all the way through to Mary Earps. We've played 63 minutes at Wembley. England 2, America 1. All the goals in the first half.
Come on, get up there.
The second half hasn't quite been as free-flowing as end to end. I think both coaches maybe realised the game was far too open in that first half, and they've tried to shut it down a little bit and make it a little bit tighter, and that's where it's been. Not as many goal-scoring opportunities since half-time. England have had one or two half chances, really. That the Lucy Bronze one was probably the best one of the second half for England, and America had a shot, didn't they? Which was that's good play for America. Actually, they were on that far side. It's Rodman coming forward. She was unlucky to have her goal disallowed. Pulls it back into the box. Great defending again from Georgia Stanway. She has been everywhere tonight, Georgia Stanway, you have to say. And America have now got a corner. Terry says there, we're looking tired, need to make change. I agree. Yeah, we are looking a bit tired. But not Georgia Stanway. She's been absolutely amazing tonight again. And she's played well. Lauren Hemp's played well. Millie Bright's played well. Beth's had a good first half. She's not really been involved in the second half, actually. Maybe take her off before she gets injured, actually. That might be my advice.
You're just worried about Arsenal,
we don't want her to get injured. There's a lot of big games coming up for Arsenal that we need her for. But anyway, Megan Rapinoe with this corner. Millie Bright's there again with the towering header. But America do pick up the loose ball and they're in possession, but facing their own goal. They go back to the goalkeeper. We've played nearly 65 minutes. It's got to be substitute time, surely.
They're looking a little bit tired.
America have made 3 already, 1 forced in the first half for an injury. And they've just made 2 more. But let's see what England are going to do, what Serena's thinking. Surely Ella Toone is going to be one of the first ones to come on. You'd imagine the impact that she made from the bench in the Euros. A couple of big goals. Beth Meads won the ball back now to Lauren Hemp. She tried to thread it through to Fran Kirby, who's almost a passenger in this game, it has to be said. But America now coming forward with Rodman. That's a bit of a loose ball, though. Chloe Kelly picks it up. Now Kira Walsh finds Stanway, plays it on to Kirby. Is this her moment to shine? She plays it back again to Georgia Stanway. Now it's with Kira Walsh. Lucy Bronze up this near side to Beth Mead. Fires it back in to Lucy Bronze. Beth Mead's got it again. And then goes back to Millie Bright. This is the best spell of possession England have had for a little while. Can we make it count with a 3rd goal? That would surely seal this victory for England tonight. Another goal. You'd imagine it would now. We are into the last, 25 minutes. Millie Bright now finds Lucy Bronze on this near side. Pings it to Kira Walsh and gets it back again at Lucy Bronze. It was her opportunity, was the biggest one of the second half for England so far. She fired it into the side net and now she plays a long ball up this near side. There's nobody really chasing it down, actually. It was in between where Lauren Hemp and Beth Mead both were kind of waiting for the ball, really. And in the end, it's gone back to the Americans with Germer, who plays it out to that far side. Now it's back into the American goalkeeper, Naya. And it is still 2-1 to England. Moving to the last 25 minutes. Day says there, Russo is injured. Yep, she is. Yeah. She is injured. LJ says there, bring Toone and Paris on. Yeah, maybe Paris as well. Yeah.
I forgot about Paris.
Paris, she always plays well for England, doesn't she? She always gives everything.
Emily Salmon like?
Yeah, Ebony Salmon. Yeah, maybe get her on. She's an option, isn't she? As well up front, but yeah, I think Chloe Kelly and Fran Kirby should be the 2 to go off. And in fact, Chloe Kelly has just conceded a free kick, a foul on Rose Lavelle. And this is a dangerous moment for England. She got the wrong side there. Chloe Kelly had pulled her shirt back and it was a foul. And it's going to be a free kick to America over on that far side. It's about 15 yards in from the far touchline, about 10 yards outside the penalty area. It's a little bit too much of a tight angle perhaps for a shot. But Megan Rapinoe's got a good set-piece delivery So this could be a dangerous moment. It is a decent ball. She edges 6-yard box. England don't really clear it. It comes to Rodman on the far post. Rodman cuts inside. Can she get a shot away? She does, but it curls away from the goal. And that one's gone away. And I think there's going to be some changes now. Is it England making them?
Come on, make some bloody changes.
She couldn't get her foot around that shot there, Rodman. It's gone high over the bar. Joe says there England should bring on subs at 70 minutes. Well, I think we're bringing on some subs now, actually. And it is Tooney's coming on. Go on a Toon. Tooney's coming on. I'm not sure who's gone off. It should be Frank Kirby if there's any justice in the world. It is Frank Kirby,
that's right, then. It
wasn't a great game from her. She doesn't look fit. She looks slow. She didn't have any influence on that game at all. Anyway, Tooney's on. So we know what Tooney can bring. And let's hope that, again, she scored in that goal at Wembley, didn't she, down that end there that we're attacking. So maybe she knows where that net is. Let's see. Hope she can find it in this second half now. She's come on and replaced Franco. That's the only change, actually, though, so far for England. Surprised there hasn't been one or two more. America attacking at the minute with Rose Lavelle inside the area, but Alex Greenwood's there to tidy up. And now it's Rachel Daly finds Millie Bright. It goes back to goalkeeper Mary Earps, and she goes long. Get it out the other end of the pitch. Lauren won that header there, but there was nobody playing off of there.
Come on.
And now Stanway's on the ball, plays it back. She was fouled by Rapinoe, I think it was, but the referee says play on. And now Toon on the ball for the first time, plays it in to Chloe Kelly, gets it back again. Ella Toon. Now it's with Keira Walsh.
Come on, Georgia.
Keira Walsh. Georgia Stanway battling away with Megan Rapinoe, but Rapinoe comes out on top of those two challenges and plays the ball forward. She can still play, Megan Rapinoe. There's no doubt about it.
She's not 55.
No, she's not.
She's only 37.
She can still play.
She's still good.
She is still good. She's done well again. Megan Rapinoe finds captain Horan, put under pressure there, real pressure there from Georgia Stanway. But America do manage to keep possession, but Lauren Hemp's chasing it down.
Is it not Tooney?
Now, England coming forward. Beth Mead on his near side, plays it in to Georgia Stanway, goes back to Millie Bright. Now it's with Keira Walsh. England getting a little bit of possession now.
Come on.
Let's see if we can get this third goal. Beth Mead on this near side gives it back to Keira Walsh. LJ says too much messing around at the back. There has been there has been a little turn there from Ella Toon, but she loses possession, and now America can break. That's a ball played through. This is dangerous. It's Smith again. And no, it's not. It's Rodman into the box. A good challenge actually from Rachel Daly. Forced her away from the goal. But it's Megan Rapinoe on the edge of the box. Rapinoe's cross is to nobody.
Oh, thank God.
It's gone behind for a goal kick. It was quite a decent cross actually. Just nobody coming at the far post. It was really good play from Rachel Daly. It looked as though Rodman was going to be in. Daly came across.
Yeah, she did well there.
She's such a versatile player, Rachel Daly. She always gives everything for the team, and she did really well there. Showed good pace to get back across, covering in the defence there. But it's a goal kick to England, which Mary Earps goes short to. Alex Greenwood over on that far side finds Rachel Daly again. And then plays it up to Chloe Kelly. England just playing it around at the back again, trying to suck America in and then maybe look at the space in behind if we can get through this. But again, they're pressing us high up the pitch.
No.
Keira Walsh plays it back to Alex Greenwood, dinks the ball up towards Chloe Kelly. That's a nice touch inside to Walsh again. Now, can we get the ball out? Put under pressure, Walsh inside the area, but she does well, Walsh. She's put under pressure again. Goes back to goalkeeper Mary Earps. England are taking a chance at the back.
I do like that. I really do like that.
But we managed to get it out, and now it's with Chloe Kelly over on that far side. Plays it into Tooney. Plays it square to Georgia Stanway. This is a good ball to Lucy Bronze. A little bit of space. Plays the ball forward to Beth Mead, just on the edge of the American penalty area. Plays it back to Lucy Bronze again. Back again to Beth Mead. Plays it square, looking for Stanway. Just it went away from her there, but Stanway sticks out a leg, wins the ball. And Tooney now coming forward, but it was a poor touch actually. And it's gone through to the American goalkeeper. But, you know, it was a little bit risky from England again, trying to play out from the back. But we got it forward and we almost created an opportunity to score from it. So, when it works, it can be effective. It's just it gives you a heart attack when it doesn't work. England did quite well there actually to play the way out of that, and it did almost lead to a chance at goal. But anyway, in possession again with Keira Walsh, pings it in to Beth Mead, tries to turn away from the defender, but Rapinoe's there again actually. Really Bright steps in, as she's done all game. She's been magnificent, the England captain tonight, Millie Bright. We've played 72 minutes. It is still England 2, America 1. Now a little bit of space on that far side for Chloe Kelly. Plays it forward for the run of 2. She gets there, Ella Toon. Shows a nice little bit of skill. Nutmeg's the defender. She was pulled there. Surely that's another penalty.
Oh, come on.
Oh, the referee waves play on. She definitely had her shirt pulled there, Ella Toon. She did go down a little bit too easily, and maybe that influenced the referee's decision. But she did definitely have her shirt pulled. Anyway, maybe VAR might look at that again. We shall see. The referee wasn't having none of that at all. And I said, I don't think Ella helped herself by going to ground so easily. But anyway, England are still in possession with Millie Bright. Now finds Lucy Bronze on this near side. And then plays it back again to Millie Bright. And now to Mary Earps. LJ says there, they're going to get stung if they keep messing around at the back like that. Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah.
But we seem to have been able to keep possession at the moment, which is pretty good. Joe says they'd love to see Tooney score a goal. Her form has been down lately. May give her a confidence boost. Yeah, I don't think she's had a great start to the season for Man United, but I felt as though a few of the players from the Euros would have a bit of a come down actually at the start of the season. Anyway, America made a mistake. The ball's in behind Lauren. She's going to get there. Go on, Lauren. Oh, not quite. She almost showed the pace. Again, it was good defending from Germa. Those two have had a real battle tonight. That's been one of the highlights of this game, those two, actually. Looked like Lauren Hemp was in again, but the defender showed really good pace actually to get back at her. That was a battle going on there between those two, looking to get the ball there, and it was good defending again by the American. But Lauren Hemp has been a real nuisance to the American defence tonight. Got a goal, of course, the first goal very early in this game, and has been a thorn in their side ever since. But England coming forward again. Rachel Daly finds Chloe Kelly, who was fouled there surely. And the referee says, yes, in fact, it's a yellow card. She's on a yellow card already. She'll be in trouble here. The American substitute. See, that's a yellow card fouled at. And yes, she's already been booked, and it's only a friendly, and you don't want to see players sent off. But that's a yellow card offence. There's a tackle from behind. It should have been a second yellow card for Mace, but the referee's been a little bit lenient there. I'm sure she won't get away with another one. But anyway, America are coming forward now with Coffey. And that was a poor ball, though. And Rachel Daly picks it up, plays it in to Kira Walsh. We are now into the last 15 minutes at Wembley. England are still 2-1 ahead.
Oh, we will just need a goal just to make it.
It would be a magnificent victory if England can hold on or get a third goal. A third goal would be good. Although my prediction was 2-1, so I actually want mine to finish 2-1. I'll be quite happy with that. Anyway, Beth's coming forward now over on this near side. She's not really been in the game much in the second half, Beth. When she's had the ball, she's looked good with it, of course, but she just hasn't had it enough, really. Lauren Hemp has had a good second half. Plays the ball back to Stanway on the edge of the box. Can Stanway get a shot away? She cuts inside. Is this going to be the third goal? Oh, it's gone just over the bar. Good play, though, from Georgia Stanway. She's had a good game. She has had a good game. LJ says, yeah, I follow the Man U games. Yeah, they've had some good signings, Man U, haven't they, this season? They're going to do well, I think.
They've got Paris as well.
They're not going to win the league, obviously, because Arsenal are. But anyway, we shall see. But that was a good effort there from Georgia Stanway. She just couldn't quite get her foot wrapped around the shot, and it is a goal kick. That would have sealed it for England, that would have been great, wouldn't it? LJ says, I'd like to see a replay of Tooney getting taken down in the box. Looked dodgy. No, you're right. It did look dodgy. I thought she pulled her shirt. And, that should be a penalty, shouldn't it? I mean, we have had one penalty already, so let's not, expect too much. But anyway, they're just showing the goals again. Lauren Hemp's goal and the equaliser there from America, from Smith. And then, of course, the penalty for England. All that happened in the first half. The second half hasn't quite lived up to the same drama in the second half, unfortunately. But England are still winning, so there you go. Terry says, unlucky Stanway. She's been on fire tonight. Yeah, she's been really, really good. She's had a great game, a really, really good game. Probably up there for player of the match for England, I think, tonight. Lauren Hemp as well has been brilliant for England. I think the crowd's 70-odd thousand. They're just saying.
All right.
Didn't quite hear what it was exactly, but it's less than 77,000 anyway, because that was the record for a friendly. So it's around about 75,000, I would say, which is what I kind of felt it was going to be looking at it with the empty seats out there. Still a great crowd, isn't it, for a friendly on a Friday night in October when there's train strikes on. So, you know, fair play to everybody that's gone tonight. I'm sure they've all enjoyed it, as it's been a really good game. And at the moment, England are still winning, but America coming forward now. Again, looking for Smith. She's in behind. Tries to get across. And who's there? Who do you think's there?
Yeah.
Millie Bright, of course. The absolute England rock at the back tonight.
The destroyer.
I think she's maybe missed Leah alongside her to do a lot of the work for her. She's been overworked a little bit, Millie Bright, tonight, but she's done magnificently well. Blocked everything, headed everything, and she blocked that cross. But it is a corner to America over on that far side, which again, Megan Rapinoe is going to take. She takes everything, doesn't she? Ball there towards the edge of the 6-yard box. England don't really get it clear particularly well, but they do now. Lauren Hemp on the counter-attack. She's got a little bit of space to run into. Tooney's running up alongside her. She needs a bit of help, though, Lauren Hemp. She's running out of space. Beth Mead's in a bit of space on this side. If you can find her. She does find her.
Come on.
Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty. She's closed down, though, by 2 defenders. Can she do anything here? No, the whole momentum went out of that attack. I think Beth Mead doesn't look as though she's fit actually now. Whether she's just tired after that run. Lauren Hemp was running out of steam. She needed help. She maybe picked the wrong ball actually. I think it may have been better if she maybe looked for Tooney the other side. But anyway, Day says there, the Chelsea player Millie doesn't mess around showing off who's the best. Exactly. She doesn't mess around. No, she certainly doesn't. Beth Mead was offside, so she let that ball run on towards Lucy Bronze, but the referee's given a free kick anyway. Terry says, well played, Millie Bright again. Yeah, she's been brilliant actually tonight, Millie Bright. Another one who's in line, certainly in contention for player of the match. I think they're the 3 standouts, aren't they? Millie Bright, Georgia Stanway, and Lauren Hemp. They've been the 3 sort of standout players, haven't they, for England tonight? America are making 3 substitutions now. It is going to be, let's have a look. Becky Sauerbrun's coming on. I didn't see who the others were actually, but anyway, I'm sure that we'll get to that in a moment when the ball goes out of play. In fact, it's going to be a free kick to America over on this near side. It was Dunn, one of the other earlier substitutes, Crystal Dunn, who was fouled down. It's going to be another free kick from Megan Rapinoe, of course. They're not going to make the substitutes quite yet, America. They've got 3 players waiting to come on. England defences on the edge of the D outside the penalty area. This is probably going to be a decent delivery again from Rapinoe towards the penalty spot. Millie Bright's there again with her head. Puts it behind for a corner. Absolutely nothing's got past her tonight, has it, Millie Bright? She's been brilliant again. But it's going to be another corner, though, that England are going to have to defend. We are now into the last 10 minutes here at Wembley. England are still 2-1 up. It's getting a little bit tense now, though, as America put on a little bit more pressure in the last 5 minutes or so. They've got another corner. This one comes in low to the near post. It's flicked on. Millie Bright's there again with a head. It comes to Rose Lavelle. Hits Lauren Hemp. Oh, the referee's given a penalty. She's been dying to give a penalty to America since she gave one to us. He's saying it's a handball. I'm not quite sure if it was Lauren Hemp. I think it was from that shot. He's not hit her on the hand. He's hit her back.
That's a backside.
How's that hit her hand? The referee's just been dying to give them a penalty to even it up. Surely VAR have got to get involved in that and overturn that decision. In fact, VAR, she's going to go and look at the screen. This isn't a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's hit her back. It's nowhere near a penalty.
It's a backside, isn't it?
Dave says there indeed, WSL is a tough league like the Premier League. Each time you play against Chelsea and Millie Bright, it's such a physical game. It is. There's no way this is going to be a penalty. Terry says no penalty. Of course it isn't. It's nowhere near any of her hands, either of them. Nick Nack says ridiculous decision. It is a ridiculous decision, but it's going to be overturned. And if it isn't overturned, then the referee should quite honestly be sacked. She's overturned it. Of course she's overturned it. It was never a penalty in the first place. She was just so keen to give it because she gave England one. All she wanted to do was give a penalty. Lauren has turned her back on it, and it's nowhere near her arms. it's a ridiculous decision to have given a penalty. Nick Nack says there, even if it did hit her hand, I'm not sure it would have been a valid penalty. No, it would have been because she jumped up. And if it hit her hand, it would have been a penalty. I don't think there's much doubt about that. But the referee decided to give it without even knowing for certain. Anyway, America are going to make their 3 substitutions now. Ashley Sanchez is coming on. Becky Sauerbeck is coming on. And Alicia Thompson is coming on as well. She looks a bit cold, actually, Alicia Thompson. Very, very young player out of the academy. In fact, she doesn't even play professional football in America. She plays for the Total Football Academy. Not even at a professional club yet. Very young player. Anyway, Gurma's gone off, Rodman's gone off, and Rapinoe's gone off. We didn't think Rapinoe would last 90 minutes at her age. But anyway, Nick Nack says there, depends where her hand was. Her hand was sort of out, wasn't it? Because she was jumping. So I think if it had hit her hand, it probably would have been a penalty. But anyway, this very young player, Alicia Thompson, has come on for America, replacing Megan Rapinoe, who's probably at least twice her age, I would say. Anyway, it wasn't a penalty, and it wasn't a penalty anyway. No, just how quick the referee gave it, as though she's just been dying to give them a penalty. But anyway, Beth Mead does really well there, holds the ball up, plays it back, and Lucy Bronze, ball up the line, looking for Lauren Hemp. There is now 6.5 minutes to play at Wembley. Can England hold on for this? What would be a fantastic victory, actually. Really, really good victory it would be against the world champions. Just goes to show Europe is better than America. We've always known that anyway, but we're just about to find out. Now, Chloe Kelly's got a lot of space over on that far side. Chloe Kelly looks up. Can she get a cross into the box? She can. American defender steps. She's come to Beth Mead. Can she shoot? Beth Mead. Oh, maybe she should have shot. She's trying to do too much. She comes to Lucy Bronze, puts it into the box, looking for 2. Oh, that was a chance. Beth Mead should have had a shot there, really. Nick Nack says there, VAR actually done well tonight. I think Beth Mead is thinking that she wants to come off, is she? Yeah, VAR has done well. I think it just goes to show how bad the referee's been, because
she's not fit.
VAR's needed to. I don't know. She's looked a couple of times like it looked as though she's not moving properly. Beth Mead. I don't know if she wants to come off, but there's only 6 minutes to play. Colonel says there, did you both enjoy the Arsenal game yesterday? Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? It was a good performance from Arsenal. Obviously got the job done.
Come on,
top of the group, and yeah, let's hope for another victory on Sunday. Anyway, the ball's just gone back to the American goalkeeper, who's kicked it long towards halfway, and it's a foul there. Alex Greenwood on Smith, and it's going to be a free kick to America, just inside England's half. That ball's played up that far side actually to Rose Lavelle. Rachel Daly's gone across there to close her down. Lavelle looks up trying to get across, and instead she's forced backwards. Good defending again from England. We're into the last 4.5 minutes. Chloe Kelly wins the ball back briefly, but it's recycled back in towards the penalty. And Millie Bright's there, and Lucy Bronze will get there all she knows. She leaves it to goalkeeper Mary Earps. And a few more seconds will tick away for England. Mary Earps is in no rush to get rid of this ball. Again, good defending from Millie Bright as we move into the last few minutes here at Wembley. Now it's played out to Alex Greenwood over on that far side, and now to Rachel Daly. She's done well there, Rachel Daly, but she's lost the ball to Rose Lavelle in a dangerous area. America can now break a ball into the box, but it's too close to Mary Earps. Nice and comfortable there, and suddenly England can launch a counter-attack up this near side with Lucy Bronze. Plays the ball forward, looking for Beth Mead, but it wasn't a great ball. LJ says there, wasted chance. It was a little bit, yeah. LJ also says they're not sure about the USA offside decision, though, but I'm not complaining. Exactly, that was very, very dodgy, that one, wasn't it? But yeah, VAR's come to put the referee right, who's made some strange decisions, it has to be said. You know, not giving a penalty in the first place, then giving that one to America. You know, she's needed help from VAR, and that's what VAR's there for. And it's done a good job tonight, certainly from our point of view anyway. Beth Mead just won the ball back there, finds Lucy Bronze. Now England on the attack with Georgia Stanway running again at that American defence, plays it square to Ella Toon, who does well actually, gets it back to Georgia Stanway. Can she get a shot in? Oh, she can, but it's always going wide. But again, it's a few more seconds wasted. We're into the last 3 minutes now of normal time. It has been a very much more tense second half. The first half was flowing end to end, lots of chances. It's been a little bit more bitty the second half. There hasn't been a lot of flow to the game. But England have had some chances. They have had some chances to finish this off. Haven't managed to take them so far, and America are still in this. And we know one little bit of moment of magic from them, and they could be level again, or a mistake from England, which of course led to the first goal. But anyway, England do tidy that well. Alex Greenwood defended there well, actually. LJ says there, I've got to say I'm not confident about these last 5 minutes. No, I'm not 100% confident. I have to be honest. I'm not 100% confident, but they haven't had a lot of shots on target. I don't really remember Mary Earps having a decent save to make in the whole game, actually. It's not like they've had loads and loads of chances, but we just know that they're America and they tend to find a way to get a goal, don't they? But anyway, England are coming forward now with Ella Toone inside the centre circle. She does well, gets the ball up to this near side to Beth Mead. Beth Mead plays it on again at Ella Toone. Is she going to get there? No, she can't. But it's going to be a throw to England, is it, on this near side? That'll waste a bit more time. And hopefully that can help us a little bit. Terry says there, watch the replay with the lines up. Was tight, but defo offside. Yeah, it looked very tight, but now England with a chance. Ella Toone inside the area. She just slipped as she tried to find Chloe Kelly. America get it away, but not for long because Millie Bright's there again. I have to say, Millie Bright may well get player of the match in this game, and you couldn't really argue with that. I think it's kind of going to come down to her or Georgia Stanway. Yeah, it's going to be one of those two. Lucy Bronze is fouled there.
Oh, God.
She didn't look very happy with that, actually, with that foul by the American captain, Lindsay Horan, who's getting spoken to by the referee. It was a little bit late. She got there first, and it was a bit of a late challenge on her, actually. No wonder Lucy wasn't really happy about that. But it is going to be a few more seconds wasted on the clock, and England have got a free kick. We're into the last minute now, and Lauren James is coming on for these last few minutes, probably just to try and shore things up a little bit. She's a very physical player as well, isn't she, Lauren James? Anyway, England have taken that free kick. It's with Georgia Stanway. Oh, that's a loose ball from her. Lucy has to struggle to keep it, but she does. Now she finds Kira Walsh. English need to keep possession. We're into the last minute. We'll see what stoppage time there'll be. You imagine it's going to be 5 minutes or so. Now it's Kira Walsh again that finds Georgia Stanway on this near side, plays it into Lauren Hemp. Now it's Kira Walsh. Can she line up across? She can towards the far post. Lauren Hemp's there. Defender just got ahead to it. Cook just managed to get there. Ella Toone was coming in around the back as well, but England have won the ball back again with Rachel Daly. Kira Walsh again plays it in towards Chloe Kelly, tries to flick it forward to Hemp. She has. Lauren Hemp, she's got Ella Toone outside her. Instead, it's Chloe Kelly. Plays it back to Georgia Stanway. England just keeping possession now. This is good play. Bronze to that far post. Ella Toone's there with a bit of space. On the volley over the top of the crossbar. That was the chance. It's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Only 3 minutes, like it was in the first half, actually. There seemed to be more stoppages in the first half. Anyway, she was onside there, Ella Toone, on the volley. She couldn't quite get it on target. Maybe should have kind of crossed the goal. I think Lauren Hemp was coming in. But Lauren James is coming on for these last 3 minutes of stoppage time. Chloe Kelly's going off. Yes, I don't think the position she played in tonight really suited her, did it? She gave everything though. She did play well, but it just wasn't maybe her night. Lauren James is on for these final 3 minutes of stoppage time. So a good start to the season for Chelsea, of course. And of course, her brother plays for Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
So quite a good footballing family there. And of course, they both play for England as well. But we're now 2 minutes to play of stoppage time. It's a goal kick to America, which they've gone long with. Now it's into the England half. Can England hold on for these final couple of minutes? A ball played up that far side to Smith again. Green was trying to defend this well, and she does, but she's conceded the corner. It was good defending. Again, it was Smith looking dangerous for America, the goal scorer.
She's got to be their best player.
Yeah, she has been their best player. She's been brilliant, actually.
Wow.
Anyway, it's a corner to America in the last 90 seconds. Can we hold on?
Come on, just defend with LA.
Can we hold on to this victory? That would be a real statement victory, wouldn't it? Beating America.
I'd love it.
It doesn't matter. It's only a friendly. It's America. They don't like losing to anyone. Again, it's an England head away. I think it was Millie Bright again. Lauren James on the ball for the first time, looking to try and get England up the pitch. Was she fouled? The referee says no. Maybe she should have got rid of the ball. It's back into the box again. Who's there? Millie Bright's header. It wasn't actually a good header this time. A volley comes in. It's over the top. That was Smith again. and we're into the final minute of stoppage time. It looks as though England are almost there. Almost there, I said. Almost. I said almost.
I know.
I didn't say we was there. I said almost there. So really bright. Won that header. She didn't get enough distance on it. It fell to Smith. She had to hit it quickly because Georgia Stanway was closing her down, and it's gone over the bar. That may well be England's last chance.
Serena's got vodka in there.
Yes, Serena having the vodka on the side. With 30 seconds left of stoppage time, it's a goal kick to England, which Mary Earps is going to take. We just need to keep the ball, and then we will be there. It's gone into America's half, but they picked up the ball again, played it over the top. Lucy Bronze is going to get there, and she's just going to put it out. Safe thing to do there. Yeah. It's a throw to England. We're into the last 5 seconds of the 3 minutes. It's just now over much more. The referee wants to add on. America in possession on this near side. England are close to the victory, which they fully deserve. America, though, still looking for one more chance, but no, Lucy Bronze is there. The full-time whistle goes.
Yes!
England have done it. We've beaten the world champions. That makes us world champions, quite honestly. You know, if you beat the world champions, you're the world champion. What a great performance, actually, from England. It was, you know, we had moments in that game we had to hang on and defend. There were moments in that game where we showed real quality. Georgia Stanway is the winner from the penalty spot. England actually had a bit of a shaky start.
What a game.
And we did break out to get the lead. Beth Mead set up Lauren Hemp to score after 10 minutes. America got level midway through the first half. A bit of a mistake at the back from Georgia Stanway, actually. She was caught in possession by Horan, and it was Smith who scored the goal. Sophia Smith, a good performance from her, made it 1-1. But almost immediately, England got a penalty at the other end. Lucy Bronze was kicked in the head by American substitute Hayley Mace, who got a yellow card. It went to VAR. The penalty was given, and Georgia Stanway scored. America had a goal disallowed before half-time. It was Trinity Rodman with the goal, but Megan Rapinoe had been offside very early on in that attack. Again, VAR came to our rescue, and that was that. The second half was a little bit more tighter. England had some chances to seal it. There was a couple of chances. Lucy Bronze had a good shot. She hit into the side netting. One or two other moments. America were given a penalty with about 15 minutes to go when a shot from a corner hit Lauren Hemp. It didn't hit her arm. The referee gave the penalty too quickly. But once again, of course, VAR came to the rescue. It wasn't a penalty. And in the end, England had a good chance to get the third goal at the end with Ella Toone firing over the crossbar. There wasn't a lot of substitutes made, actually, from
us anyway.
From Serena. In the Euros, she made a lot of substitutes at the right time, and it worked. Today, she was a bit more reserved with her substitutes. It didn't matter in the end. We got the job done. But, yeah, I was a bit surprised that maybe Nikita Parris didn't come on, or maybe Ebony Salmon didn't come on either. But anyway, that's fine. John says they're just finished work and heading home. How's the game going? It's just finished. It's just finished. England have won 2-1. A bit of a nervy 10th second half it was, but we held on and got the job done. It was a good game. As Terry says there, what a game it was. It was a great game. LJ says there, woohoo, indeed, a good victory for England. Terry says, still haven't got nothing to do in May. Well, now you need to get the score right then, Terry, don't you, quite honestly. And LJ says, thanks for the live chat and commentary and everything. Hope you keep doing it. Subbed in a bit. No, thank you very much. Yeah, good. Thank you very much. But yeah, we do the watch-alongs all the time. We do the Arsenal games, Arsenal women, the England Lionesses, loads of other stuff on the channel. There's some great stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy what we're doing. Good to have you on board with us. And yes, that was it was a good game. It was a tense game. I got the score right, actually. I got it right. Yeah, I never normally get the score right. It's normally Terry that gets them right, not me. But I got it right today, which is good. And England won. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter what the score was, as long as we won, and we did. And I think that's a real statement result for England. And performance as well. You know, we went toe-to-toe with America, the best team in the world. Yes, they had a few players missing. We know that. Wasn't maybe their strongest side. We had some players missing as well, some really big players. So, you know, it's and I say I did say at the start that I felt that England were coming into this game in a slightly better place than America, and maybe that was the difference in the end. It was a tight game, not a lot in it. England certainly looked more dangerous going forward. A little bit shaky at the back at times without Leah, but. We've won the game and we've beaten the best team in the world. So, you know, we beat number 2 in the world in the Euros in Sweden. We've beaten number 1 in the world, America. I don't know how these rankings have worked, but obviously the ranking, we should be number one now, shouldn't we? Because we've beaten everybody else. We beat Germany, wasn't they 3 or 4 in the world? We've beaten everybody, and Serena has just done an amazing job. And yes, it was hard work tonight. We made it maybe a little bit harder than it could have been. Some mistakes that we made, didn't take our chances when we had them, but ultimately we've beaten the best team in the world, and it's a good feeling. Nick Nack says, thanks for the stream. No, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for all your comments as well. And Nick Nack says, well done to the girls. Great result. Yeah, fantastic result. And Terry says, LJ, great to have you in the chat tonight. Hope to see you soon. Indeed, we do. John says, well done to England. Looking forward to Sunday now. Yeah, exactly. We can relax now tomorrow. It's good not playing on Saturday sometimes. Nick Nack says, bodes well for the World Cup. It does, exactly that. It does. It's bode well for the World Cup. And yes, I think this will be a different America team to what we'll see in the World Cup. But it doesn't matter. We've beaten the best team in the world. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, isn't it? Joe says, good stream. Way to go, England. Great play from Georgia and Millie tonight. Yeah, those two. I think Millie Bright will probably get player of the match, if I'm honest, because I thought she was brilliant at the back. But yeah, it's between those two, isn't it? I thought Lauren Hem played well as well. I mean, everybody played pretty well. Apart from Franco, we didn't have her best game.
Self, but...
No, Beth was a little bit quieter in the second half. I think she's just tired, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I mean, they're interviewing Lauren Hemp. I don't know whether she's been given player of the match. She certainly played well. She took her goal well as well, didn't she? Let's hope that, as I said, bodes well for it does bode well for the World Cup. Student says, fantastic from the three Lionesses, a breath of fresh air in comparison to Southgate and his kick and chase more. Maguire showed Dyer. Right, no, exactly. Greatest from Scotland. Oh, if you're from Scotland, you'll be probably pleased that Southgate isn't doing too well then. But yeah, you're right. And you can see this England team with the Lionesses they're great to watch, aren't they? They play great football, and it is in complete contrast to the men's team. You're absolutely right. And the results over the last year or so have shown it, haven't they? England have really struggled since that Euros final, and the Lionesses have gone from strength to strength and looking a very, very good team. And I'm much more excited about our chances in that World Cup next summer for the women than I am for the men's World Cup in November, December time, because I've just got no confidence in England's manager. And I've got no confidence in the players either, if I'm honest. So, yeah, I'm much more looking forward to next summer's World Cup. I've got to be honest. Plus, the World Cup should be this summer anyway, shouldn't they? Let's be honest. John says, have a good night to you two and everyone in the chat. I'm working Sunday, but we'll keep in touch. Hopefully, you can watch the game, John. Yeah, because it's going to be a great game Sunday, isn't it? We know that. Looking forward to that one. One of the big games of the season. One of the big games of the football calendar, isn't it? Arsenal, Liverpool always has been. We're really looking forward to that. Phoenix says, is there any more matches? I just saw this and I didn't know if it was the final or not. Now, this was just a friendly. England are playing again on Tuesday against the Czech Republic. So there is another game on Tuesday. These are just friendlies in preparation for the World Cup next summer. So this isn't a competition or a tournament. It's just we've got a friendly tonight against America and we've got one on Tuesday against the Czech Republic as well. So, yeah, they're friendly. But that's the next game is on Tuesday. So, we'll probably cover that as well. Why not? Because we love watching the Lionesses. They're really good.
Oh, that's fab.
Stu says, no, I'm not happy with the humility and lack egos. Some with Golf C, Paul Casey, Tommy Fleetwood, etc. I'll be cheering on at the Yanks, the Tafts, and transients come November. Yeah, well, obviously I'm hoping England do well in the World Cup, but I personally don't think we will. Just I've got no faith in the team, I've got to be honest. But who knows? I didn't think we'd do well at the last World Cup when we reached the semi-final. I didn't think we'd do that well in the Euros last summer and we got to the final. So who knows? Maybe in the tournament it all comes together and England do well. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't do particularly well at all. But we'll see what happens. And Phoenix says this thing. Yeah, no worries. I'll say Tuesday's the next game against the Czech Republic. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, it's always nice to beat America. They tend to, they always say they're the best at everything, don't they? They like to think they're the best. So it's always nice to beat them. Hasn't happened very often. Yes, we would have traded the win tonight for the win in the World Cup semi-final in 2019. But what this is going to do is it's going to give everybody there a lot of confidence ahead of the World Cup, isn't it? And if we do have to play America at some point in that competition, which inevitably we may well do in the knockout stages towards the end, we'll know we can build on this and look back and say, we know we can beat them. We know we can. Bearing in mind in the World Cup, hopefully Leah will be fit, Alicia Russo will be fit. We'll have a better options in the team as well. We'll be stronger. And yes, America will be stronger as well. But I think it's a really good statement result from England tonight. And, you know, the performance was good as well, wasn't it? You know, yeah, we was a little bit fortunate with that second goal to get disallowed by America. But I thought overall we deserved to win. I thought we were the better team. We had the better chances. And yeah, I thought we deserved to win that game. It was tight, not much in it. But you wouldn't have expected it to be, you know, the number one team in the world against the European champions. It was never going to be a big victory, was it? It's just good that we got it done. Tony said, have a great weekend, everyone. And I'll see you on Sunday. Richard, it's nice to see you behaving, Mrs. B, for a change. Well, you know, she tends to behave herself most of the time. He says, come on, you Gunners on Sunday 4-1. I mean, if we beat Liverpool 4-1, I would be amazed, I've got to be honest. I know they're not playing as well as they have been, but they're still a very good team, and it's going to be a difficult game for us, isn't it? I'll take any victory on Sunday. Again, like tonight, it's a statement, isn't it? When you beat the big teams, even if they're not at their best, it's a statement, isn't it? To show that you're a serious team. And I think that's one thing that we've shown tonight, that we are a serious team. And if Arsenal can win on Sunday against Liverpool, then that's going to show they're a serious team as well. Stu says the Americans, to be fair, have helped progress the women's game with the NCAL college system. Oh, exactly, yeah, they have. I'm just glad England, Spain, etc. are developing the game on a similar level to the Dutch French. Now, you are, of course, America have been the biggest driver of women's football, haven't it? You know, it's what they've always been. That the college system's brilliant. A lot of great players in the WSL have played in the American college. Our own Lotta Woburn-Moy at Arsenal, she played over in America, didn't she? So, yeah, it has been great, and they have been behind the growth in women's football. There's no doubt about that, and that's why they've been the best team, because they've been so far ahead with everything that they've done. But as Serena said yesterday, you know, Europe is catching up. And you can see that tonight. And I'm sure we'll see it in the World Cup as well. You know, I'm sure it's not going to be easy for America to retain that trophy, is it? I think there's a lot of great teams now. As you say, a lot of teams in Europe. Spain are really good. Germany, obviously England, Holland. They're in a little bit of a transition, Holland, but hopefully by next summer they might be stronger. And as you mentioned, France as well. Germany did beat France tonight in that friendly, as Andreas was watching before. But France were a good team, aren't they? So, yeah, let's hope, you know, at the World Cup, a European team can win it. And let's hope it's obviously England. But it's going to be a great competition. As I say, I'm more excited for that World Cup than the Men's World Cup, I've got to be honest. And that's partly to do with the time of the year it is. It's partly to do with the fact that this England Lionesses team are so great to watch. And I say they go into every game believing they can win whoever they play. And I think when you're watching them, you can almost believe they're going to win yourself by watching them. You know, in the Euros, as the tournament went on and the momentum built, we started to believe that we were going to win it. You know, when we got to the quarterfinals and got through that Spain game, I think we all felt we were going to win it. And you just got that belief now in this team. And yeah, so next summer is going to be great, that World Cup. But yeah, let's see what happens. But it was a great performance tonight from England and a fantastic result. I mean, you know, beat America is always that little bit sweeter, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, back in the day when if you ever beat Manchester United in the men's game, it meant a lot, didn't it? Because they were the team to beat. America are always the team to beat in women's football. And we've just beaten them. And we've beaten them well. It finished England 2, America 1. It was Lauren Hemp and a Georgia Stanway penalty, both in the first half for England, either side of an equaliser from Sophia Smith for America. She's a good player, actually. Really good player. I mean, America have got some good players. Lindsay Holland's a great player. We know that. Megan Rapinoe can still play, even though she's 50, 55, whatever she is. But she can still play. She's a good player. Rose Lavelle, of course, as we know. They had one or two younger players. I thought Naomi Gerber, the defender, actually had a good game against Lauren Hemp tonight. She looked good. Went off at the end, maybe just tired. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer coming up next year, isn't it, with the World Cup? So we'll see exactly what we're going to do there. Terry says, what a manager Serena Biegman has been for England. Incredible, absolutely incredible. She is amazing, isn't she? I mean, is that 21, 22 games now unbeaten? most of them have been won as well. I mean, look at the teams we've beaten: Spain, Germany, USA, Sweden, all the top teams in the world. We've beaten them, and we deserve to beat them as well. So yeah, Serena's been amazing, and who knows where this team can go. The World Cup's the next level up, though, isn't it? Winning that World Cup, you're winning the Euros at Wembley, everything else was fantastic. What a tournament that was. Winning the World Cup would be the next level again, wouldn't it? Even up from there. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Serena is.
Just said it's really intense. It was really intense, wasn't it?
Serena's having an interview now, but yeah, she's amazing. And yeah, the best England manager for the men or women's team I think I've ever seen in my lifetime. So, yeah, let's hope it can continue next summer for the World Cup. To win that would be incredible, wouldn't it? Yeah, Laura had played well in an unusual position. But anyway, Joe says in next year's World Cup, if the draw works out right, would love to see an England-Canada final with an England victory. Yeah, I mean, Canada are a very good side as well, aren't they? That's another team that we didn't beat Canada, did we? We drew with them in that Arnold Clark Cup, didn't we? We drew with Canada. But we've played all the top teams in the world, haven't we, under Serena, and none of them have beaten us. Yes, we've had home advantage in the Euros and stuff like that, which helped, but ultimately, no one can beat us. All the best teams have struggled to beat us. So, yeah, England-Canada final would be great. But to be honest, if England get to the final of the World Cup next year, I don't care who we play, whether it's America, whether it's Germany, whether it's Canada, whoever it is, it doesn't matter, because I've got confidence in this team that we can beat anybody. But yeah, England-Canada will be fine. I'll settle for that. That'll be a great final. And hopefully England do win. Back-to-back Euros and final World Cup would be great, wouldn't it? Serena didn't quite manage it, did she, with Holland? She won the Euros, got to the final, and of course lost to America. Can she go one better with England and win back-to-back Euros and World Cups? That would be incredible, wouldn't it? And we've got the players to do it. We know that. We've seen it tonight. So, yeah, let's wait and see. Let's not get too excited too soon. But yeah, I've got full faith in this team, full faith in this manager, and I'm looking forward to next summer. It's going to be amazing. The second brilliant summer of women's football in a row, and hopefully more glory for England. Let's see what happens. So yeah, it's finished tonight. England 2, America 1. Really, really good. Did you enjoy that?
I did. It was very intense. Like,
it was.
I may have looked calm, but the insides were like turning. Like, oh,
it was.
God.
Yeah, it was tense. It was tense, but it was.
I enjoy watching England every game. We've watched them. Watched them live on TV. I've loved it.
Yeah,
absolutely loved it.
They're good to watch.
Yeah,
they play great football. They've got great players, and they play with a plan. And you can see what they're doing, what they're trying to do in every game. And it was slightly different tonight. A couple of key players missing, so we changed things a little bit. It wasn't the same type of performance from the Euros. And that makes this victory even better, because we found a different way to win a game, and that's going to be so important in any tournament. We had to do it a couple of times in the Euros. We had to fight our way back in certain games, and yeah, we won in a different way tonight with different players playing in different positions. Chloe Kelly on the left, Lauren through the centre, Alex Greenwood in at centre back. So yeah, we did it in a different way, and that was pleasing. And yeah, let's hope that
we continue.
We keep this run going. And I think whatever the draw is for the World Cup, no one's going to want to be playing us. No one's going to want to play us, especially when it gets to the knockout stage, because they'll look at that and think, who can beat this team? No one can at this moment in time. And yeah, if we can keep everybody fit next summer, if we've got all our key players available, then I'll be really confident that we can go a long, long way in the tournament. And yeah, who knows? Let's hope so. Of course, there's more women's sport, isn't it? There's actually a World Cup going on at the moment. The Rugby World Cup is about to start, isn't it? The Women's Rugby World Cup. England are in that and got a good chance of winning. So maybe it could be a good year for women's sport in England, couldn't it? Which would be nice, wouldn't it? Terry says there, Mrs. B, good luck for England's charm rolls. Oh, good luck charm. Yeah, it's a good luck charm.
Oh, thank you.
But they haven't lost a game that I've watched either, so I'm a lucky charm.
You're there.
We're both a lucky charm.
Yeah.
It's these shirts actually. It's these orange shirts.
I love the colour.
Yeah, we haven't lost since we bought these shirts actually. But yeah, so we look forward to all of that. Loads of great stuff coming up. Don't forget on the channel, and before you go, don't forget to give it a like as well.
And subscribe.
Give it a like and subscribe. A couple of new people in the chat tonight, so yeah, if you want to subscribe, please do so. We do cover women's football, the Arsenal women, England women, and the men as well. We are next live on Sunday for the Premier League game, Arsenal against Liverpool. What a big game that is! Premier League leaders Arsenal against the last couple of seasons runners-up Liverpool, champions of course in 2020. So we're looking forward to that one. It kicks off at 4:30, so we'll be live at about 4:15 with all the team news, bit of build-up and stuff, and then we'll go into the game and a commentary as usual. So please join us for that. And then next week, there's loads of shows on the channel next week. We've got the review on Monday night, looking back on the Liverpool game, looking back on the Europa League game from last night, looking ahead to the second Europa League, the return game against Bodo Glimt, and of course, next weekend's game against Leeds. The WSL's back, of course, next Sunday as well. Arsenal women go to Reading Sunday evening. So we'll be back with the Arsenal women's show on Friday, looking ahead to that game, looking back at the international games as well, with the usual guys on there. Melvin's got his Highbury Match show Wednesday as well, looking at the early 1970s. That's going to be a great show. That will be on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. That's going to be good. Tuesday, we'll do the England game, England, Czech Republic. Watch along at that one as well. Loads of stuff on the channel. Thursday's Europa League, watch along as well. Bodo Glimt away. Every night there's something on the channel. So there'll be something that you enjoy, I'm sure. And if there isn't, well, then sorry, we'll do our best. But please do think about subscribing. And if you haven't seen the Paul Davies show from the other day on Wednesday, was here. That show's still on the channel. It'll be on the channel, so you can find it on there. It was really good, actually. It's great to have Paul Davies on. Lovely chat with him. What a great guy he was. One of my all-time heroes as well. So it was fantastic to have him on. So do check out that show as well. But we'll be back on Sunday for the big watch along against Liverpool, 4:15. So please join us for that one. Can it be another victory? It's been a good start to the season, hasn't it? Arsenal top of the league. Arsenal women top of the league. Arsenal top of the Europa League group. And the England Lionesses have not only won the Euros, they've just beaten America. I mean, can it get any better? We might as well finish the season now, shall we? And it's done. But no, we will be back on Sunday for some more great football. Let's hope that it's going to be a great victory as well for Arsenal to continue at the top of the league, because we quite like being top of the league. It's pretty cool, isn't it? But let's see how that goes. So thank you very much everyone for watching. Thank you to all you guys in the chat as well for your comments. It's been great. And England have won. England 2, USA 1. It was Lauren Hemp and Georgia Stanway with the goals. And we've beaten the world champions. So we are now the best. England are the best. And it sounds good, doesn't it? We will see you Sunday. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like before you go. Please subscribe as well if you've enjoyed it. And if you haven't enjoyed it, then, well, I'm sorry. But you should have done. Right, okay. See you Sunday, guys. Take it easy. Come on, you Lionesses. See you on Sunday, guys. Take it easy. Bye. Thanks for watching.